But you know there is Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, and I don't subscribe to what that
really?
guy is about. No.
I don't know. It's a Chelsea thing, you know. Chelsea are kind of racists.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
you're sat next to a Liverpool fan.
Oh, inclusive.
We're not racist. We fight for the.
Since the league started, you
Fight for
guys
the
have been like
poorly
very
man.
sass.
I know we fight for the
Like
poorly
the guy
man, bro.
who the wheelchair guy.
Yeah, but that's like a poorly. Like
And then the guy from the Statistical game.
He's handicapped in more than one way.
Yeah.
That
He
doesn't
has
count.
more than one problem.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's a him problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a Liverpool thing. Karibu, anyway, we know Chelsea fans. We have so many history records of you guys chasing people from the trains. Ukienda sahi utafukuzwa.
We have actual story counts like G Money. G Money's told us about stories of theirs.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
Of
It's for
Chelsea
real.
guys being racist.
Even
Yeah.
what's his name? When he was here, the big guy,
Who's that?
Robbie.
Robbie.
He didn't say it directly, but indirectly.
He implied it.
Okay, yeah, he didn't say that. Yeah,
implied
but
it.
you know, I don't think it's like a Chelsea context. Like you should say that. Okay, Karibu Chelsea fan, we know you guys are racist, and you know.
No, as in hata wewe ukienda huko Stamford Bridge utarudishwa. Because you're black. Like those guys are white and they don't like black people.
Literally, Chelsea has had like almost
It's
in
a
some
Monday.
ways, like black players and everything.
It's a Monday.
We've had more
football
black
club.
players play for us than you
For
guys.
sure, for sure. Facts.
Fair. That's because you're trying to change the culture.
Change it. We started doing that in 2005.
Yeah, you guys
It's
have
been
like
20
the
years
biggest
later.
African whatever thing, but I think it's just like that's sort of like colonization. It's just an extension of that.
Yeah.
So it's still
It's proxy
yeah,
colonization.
Oh,
proxy
man.
colonization.
Zuhum, Karibu, welcome.
Thank
back.
you very much. Thank you very much. It was an absolute pleasure doing the watch along with Kiarie, a City fan.
I trust was a fun one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great.
I like the fact that Kiarie can embrace any club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has that ability to fully back any team.
It reminds me of
Anyone that's against Arsenal, I'm for them.
Oh, really?
It reminds me of like scaly animals, like chameleons and reptiles and like snakes, you know, like that kind of stuff. That's what you remind me of right now.
Snakes. Oof.
Nyoka.
We might as well just start with whatever.
There's a
That's
running
current.
order. There's a running order.
No, I want us. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
3 points. Zinampeleka mbio. Look at this. I carry on, man. Beat your chest. What's up?
we need to talk about
Man United's
Gormaya.
title
No,
challenge.
relax, we'll talk about
sorry,
Gormaya.
sorry.
and there's a lot of outrage right now about like 3 Somali boys stepping on a Kenyan flag.
To be fair,
The same weekend.
just saying, bro.
Shut up. We've had so many. You know, Chan was like a good entry point to try and bring in new fans to be watching the local league, because we supported Kenya. Turnout was amazing. There was a momentum going on, and then the season just started, and there was this hope that, you know, like the fandom and stadium attendance would translate immediately to the local leagues, which, to be honest, that's what we hope for, right? But match week 1, Gormaya fans are already embarrassing us, right? I think the club is just, it's one of those things where from the top, right? So your patron, or rather chairman, is a devil worshipper.
Well, yeah, technically, he's a Freemason.
Not
Self-proclaimed.
technically though.
Self-proclaimed.
It's a movement.
See, they have different branches,
It's a movement.
like
It's a
Shias and
movement.
Muslims, Sunnis, but like for like devil worshiping.
Freemasons is like, it's a movement.
Yeah.
Let's just be fair to everyone.
We
Can't
know.
call them devil worshippers. They don't worship a devil.
What do they worship?
It's a brotherhood of sorts. It's
Oh,
not
really?
yeah,
Tell us
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Me, I don't know about it. Enlighten
Nah,
us.
it's just how people. It's like a movement where people look for opportunities to help each other, and they just grow through the same ranks.
Oh,
So
so
it's
not
a
devil
it's a
worship.
global thing. Yeah, it's not a devil worship.
Would you say it's like the competitor to Rotary Club?
Yeah, it's almost like the Rotary Club. To be fair, yeah,
Oh, really?
it's just a bit more exclusive, a bit more harder
So
to
there's
get
no like
into.
blood ritual or anything?
Nah, bro.
But
Okay,
there's like
oh,
chants at
okay,
night.
then-
or
Ah,
something.
Yeah, they do.
Then explain to us the Gormaya conundrum, because I feel like
There's no conundrum, bro. It's just ill-behaved fans. You can't tell me what's the price ticket for Gormaya versus Bidco.
Like 50 bob
Bidco,
or
bro.
100
As
bob.
in, I don't even- Bidco doesn't have
Yeah.
fans, first of all. So I don't know.
It does. The employees.
Yeah, even sawa.
But seriously, it wouldn't have been more than 500.
Yeah. So what do you mean you're running into, you're jumping fences, you're getting into whatever? I was like, it's just...
You know what killed me? People were cooking me for saying that we need to do better as a country around Chan times.
Yeah.
Because I went for the Morocco game, Kenya-Morocco. Got cooked. Then this happens again. And I remember when I was getting cooked, guys were saying, nah, these are teething issues. These are things we're going to learn from. These are the mistakes that we need to make so that we get ready for AFCON. I'm like, bruh, this is nothing to do with like some short-term issue. This is inherent. This is an entitlement to a football experience that you did not pay for, that you are now robbing others of, by the way. I don't know, man. It's incredibly frustrating because I remember seeing a woman like cheering on people like to go like what's the word egging them on egging them on to break through the gates, and then she passes through very nice and safely after everybody's gone through, makes her way into the stage, and like everybody has that mentality. I see a guy with his son in there. Now I don't know, maybe they just got stuck. But at this point, would you be surprised?
The guys who rusha the sun inside and then they follow them. So it's just like...
Yeah.
It's just ill-behaved fans.
But that's because people be rushwa.
It's a tradition.
It's a
family tradition.
It's a legacy.
It's a trauma that has to go on.
You'll learn from this.
Okay, Ben Shapiro, you being the true Kenyan.
What?
Zuhum. Kiarie is just all over the place.
Bro.
Another change nationality anytime. So we don't trust him.
Yeah, like he changes clubs.
Yes.
Yeah, like literally.
So as
on a permanent residency UK. Najua tu.
Which club you support locally?
I don't have like a club that I do support locally.
Okay, tell us why you hate Gormaya.
I actually don't hate them. I did support them at one point in time, but not the club. Just one player who I knew in his playing days.
That doesn't count.
But
So
you've
Zuhum.
changed clubs so many times because of your bro, and you're telling me it doesn't
How
count.
is that the same thing?
It's the same thing.
I have friends in Kenya police.
It's the
in
same
management.
thing. It's the same thing. Like you've grown up with someone, like,
Beeped it.
and you've seen them grow from
agent stuff. It's cool.
grow from the high school game, and then actually
Yeah.
now gone to play professionally, and then you'd be like, you know what, I'm a support the team you are. So the guy is Francis Kahata at the time. So when he joined Gore, I started following games. I didn't watch games before that, but I struggle to follow Gormaya like really because
Which is why
I'm not I don't have that energy that Gormaya fans have, so I wouldn't say that I'm actually a Gormaya fan as well.
So did you support Kenya police at some point?
Can't believe.
Yes,
No.
Kahata played for Kenya police as well.
No, I didn't.
What?
Just when he got onto the professional team, that's what I was doing, just watching football, football
okay.
at the time. But I'm not really
Francis
too
Kahata.
much into it. I'm trying to be
That's later.
now
That's
this
later.
year.
Kumbele.
Yeah,
No, it's like
I'm
literally
trying
last
to be this year because of like Chan, and I've seen like how local players are actually doing that. But I wouldn't say I have a club though.
But see, the thing is,
Yeah.
like we could say that you were also influenced by the Chan
Yeah.
environment and
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
atmosphere, and you
Yes.
would want to constantly like add
Yeah,
now.
go to games.
But now-
Actually go to stadiums.
After what happened over the weekend with Gormaya,
That was diabolical. First of all, day one, tear gas already. You with bad behavior. One thing I do say is that you can't excuse bad behavior. If you have it and you are a bad person, you choose to behave that way, you can't be excused. And this is what we are seeing with Gormaya fans, because I don't understand. Like you said, a ticket. I don't think that ticket is more than 300 bob. Actually,
Yeah.
VIP is 500 to 1,000 bob, but 300 bob. And guys running riot into the stadium first day of the season. That's
I saw
that's diabolical.
I think Sports Kenya, the guys who are running Nyayo and Kasarani, they're now planning to ban them from
The Gormaya fans.
participating, rather using their stadiums,
Right.
right? So like you are this club, right? To be honest, Gormaya is the biggest in terms of fan base. Okay, not maybe the biggest, right? Because they have the most successful. Yeah. You have this much fandom, you have this ability. Why not lead by example? And I'm not talking about the management, because I feel like there's only much they can do. It's the people, it's the fans, it's the people like Sisi has fans to Milipa. I'm sure there's so many people who went through the right channels.
Yeah.
Sindio. But the fact that when you're seeing other people doing the wrong thing, you're not saying anything when you're doing anything. Because I feel like if as a community you guys are policing each other, and we want to change as a community, because it's a community thing, right?
Yep.
We have to like move together. No one is doing it. I've not seen any fan Gormaya fan complaining. They always come with excuses, including Eric.
And also like
Eric is actually wild.
the worst part of it is that I will not look at that situation and then be like, okay, this is bad. Like what Zuhum did is that he went and called people out. Where you find in that fan base, these guys will be like, they will find it funny. And if you find it funny, that means you're also contempt to that behavior. And so if I'm contempt with it, it's meant to continue the next time. And I think as a country, that mostly is a mentality we have in approaching so many issues. And
we need to
it's gonna
change
be a
first of all
problem.
times for KPL. Football is a working man's game in any country. Guys leave work, they go to the stadium to watch football. Can't have a KPL game kicking off at 1 p.m. on a weekday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Bruh.
You have a KPL game kicking
Or
off.
3 p.m. kickoff on a Wednesday.
Bro.
Like, what? Who's coming,
The
bro?
people you're attracting at the end of it all ndio watu watakuja weekend wakitaka kwenda free. John wasi wako job, watu wako na kitu yote. So hata hiyo so tano ya kulipa weekend hawatakuwa nayo.
Or if you're trying to really,
It's a bad how we've built it, bro. It's not a you're talking about building a community. Utaenda game ngapi za KPL? Utasikia Gor Shabana, utaenda Gor Shabana. You're risking your life.
Yeah, you saw what happened last year.
So you won't. The fact that you have something to lose, utajipeleka huko. So even the environment that we're building for the sport is a problem. So it's just it's a bigger thing than Gor, but I figure
it's a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
it's a Kenya thing because
It's a Kenya thing,
bro. Me I'm speaking like as someone who attends concerts, also does whatever. Bro, that's the main problem guys are also facing in the entertainment side, where Kenyans no longer want to pay for tickets. Wamekaa wanajiambia, hey,
but they're getting inspirations from Gormaya.
ikifika tutoke.
Shut the hell up, bro. Shut the hell up. No, but for real, like something that does need to change. Juicy, I called it out again. And people were busy in the comments just saying, you know that tribe or that group of people. That I'm like, bruh, listen, it's a Kenyan issue. Like CAF is not, I'm not even thinking like too far ahead. I'm thinking about CAF, AFCON 2027. CAF is not going to care which tribe is doing what. You know, like FIFA is not going to give a shit. We just need to fix it. I don't know how we fix it, to be honest. That's not my job. I don't get paid to do that. But like the only way I see us even making progress is first of all acknowledging that there is an actual problem and not trying to shift blame to people. So stop shifting blame to Gor.
Okay, when it comes to club football, Police in a title decider versus Tusker, for example, there was a game last season. It was peaceful, despite
It was Gor.
no, I'm saying towards
Yeah, but it was Gor.
towards
There
the
was a
end of the
police
season.
Tusker game
There was a
towards
police
the
Tusker
end.
game towards the end.
Yeah.
There was maybe Tusker by then they had just failed, but then again they were still in the race. Maybe
They weren't completely out of it.
Yeah,
Lack of fans, bro.
it was like a good game, rather like a high stake, because Police also didn't want to lose. Tusker was like third, a big team, right? It was peaceful. There was nothing. When Shabana played Police, it was peaceful. Shabana
Shabana are vibes.
Exactly.
Shabana fans are
but
actual
then again,
vibes.
But again, when Shabana is playing Gor, there's Vita.
Yeah.
When Gor is like, it's pretty much every single
Like
time.
what you're saying is the common denominator.
It is them.
Yeah.
So why not like just ban them and relegate them or something? You know,
Disband them.
Stop existing.
Ah. Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that means Eric has to support a different team.
See, kwani siamanza Gormaya juzi pia.
Oh yeah, true.
Akuje by the way,
Kenya
Shabana
Police. Sorry.
top of the table. Sai mnatuambia nini?
Okay, it's just one game, but
Okay, something else I want us to just touch on, Kiasi. There's a clip of a bunch of during the weekend. On Saturday there was a Mogadishu FC, I think, versus.
you tell
Kenya
us,
Police.
man.
Relax. Let me land.
Try
I'm so torn in between. Fuck.
Like
there was
off the boat or like land off the boat?
That's racist.
What are you talking
You guys
about?
are
bro?
laughing. You guys are laughing at a
you
white
talking
man. A
about,
white
bro?
man is talking about boats.
You've never been on a boat?
But did you know that Arabs are actually taking us on a boat as well? Did you know that?
That's not true. bro.
Ukienda Oman, there's bare black niggas.
Yeah,
Who took them there?
there's also in Saudi.
Who took them
Hell,
there?
I don't know. Islam,
You guys.
Allah and
Skia.
stuff, you know.
Like a trainer form.
Oh.
Yeah, he sees it, man.
Asikia
Hakuna mtu alikuja
Are you
kwenyu.
telling me? Are you telling me you've never been on a boat? Never been on a boat.
I'm talking about unwillingness.
Right, so, but I'm just
Willingly,
asking.
yes.
I'm just asking.
Willingly, yes.
You have.
Unwillingly, maybe some ancestors.
No,
Anyway,
it's not. Just saying. Bro.
there was a clip of a bunch of TikTok kids. I want to say kids because they're actual kids, right? They were trying to, it's a match between two teams, two countries, and then it's more like Kenya versus Somalia, because it's champion of Kenya, champion of Somalia. Whoever wins gets a chance to play in the Champions League. Although there's another game. So the kids were stepping on a Kenyan flag. I mean, it's disrespectful. It's wrong, but I feel like people are taking it too far in terms of the outrage. I think because it was like when we lost. So there was a game near Junior Chan. Some Kenyan ladies were throwing the Kenyan flag and they were dancing on it.
Yeah.
So
I saw that.
So okay. So is it
After they lost, it wasn't even Chan. It was actually the World Cup qualifiers when they got beaten by Gambia.
Facts. That's true. So like, are we angry because it's a bunch of Somali boys doing it, or like?
To be fair, the ladies did much worse. If we're being technical, since this is football, right? We're talking about the Somali boy was kicking the flag up.
And
if you think about
and
it.
wiping his.
That was the.
Oh shit! I must have seen the shorter version of the clip.
That was the finish.
but
The guy next
My
to
bad.
but if we're being
My bad.
technical as well,
Yeah.
it was a smaller flag. The other flag was bigger.
Nah, whichever way. To be
Nah.
fair, I'm not angry about that story as a real Kenyan. I'm not really that.
As a real Kenyan, it's crazy. But honestly,
As a real Kenyan, that story is not that bad. I know what happened after, so
What happened after?
it kind of got settled.
Or they were punched. They were beaten.
Wherever they are.
Oh, so I didn't see that clip.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
but I think the
What
outrage
kind of clip
also
did we
like
get, bro?
there's context to the outrage specifically,
Mhm.
because when now you mention like Somali and the flag being disrespected, there's bare stuff going on up north, Mandera and them places.
Yeah, we
And-
are taking back our land. Huh?
This is what I'm talking about, context. And when people piece one and one, that kind of story is meant to rage bait
Yeah.
a lot of people. It's meant to be a lot of outrage, because especially of that particular context,
Mm-hmm.
that guys are out there with guns. The clip that guys saw in Mandera was an old clip, but it doesn't matter, because as long as it's being talked about, it's going to be relevant.
Yeah.
So now I believe with that, and now this, I think now this clip is now fueling more when now guys trying to.
Yeah, but also
Remember that kind of stuff.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
They only
But
they sold the
then-
game. They sold the game. Apparently, they sold the game in like only Isili and like.
I don't even
South
think
Sea.
people knew that game was happening.
Yeah, like it was actually. But this is it.
No, but see,
really summer
no,
place. Really summer place for real. Like this game was really being pushed
but see,
to particularly to have.
yeah. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
but see, the thing is, Ona, it's Kenya Police is playing. How come Kenya Police did not try and bring in their fans? Because it's a game. Like, for example, I would expect me to rile up people in my team to come and watch the game. You trying to get people from you, like
Bro,
would you want them to?
that's all cool, but the other clips going around, that's where people have a problem with a lot of the stuff. It's like, I'm not gonna pretend I'm the most patriotic person. I really do care that much about what you do with the flag, bro. It's not that beef, but like other things that were going on in the stadium, in terms of like just proper. I saw people bullying women, that type of stuff, like just actually pushing people down, doing whatever, try and get in fights.
Hooliganism. So that's just like a bad behavior. What has been doing for the last 45 years in this country. Okay, fair enough. Like the idea of fighting with fans. Now, let's put violence and like Anikando, and then put this disrespect to the country on one side. Because I feel like that, whether it's the opposition flag, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, that's wrong. That's outright wrong, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the idea that the flag was stepped on. Like,
I want to talk about something else.
because no one mentioned that part where a lady was being like harassed.
It's been mentioned. That's why I know about it. Like,
But see, the most outrage is, why are they doing that to the flag?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
true.
the most
That's
outrage is.
because people want to segregate They want to label people as immigrants. You don't belong here. Go back to your country. But my shtick is
Can just go step on a Somali flag.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 1-1. I'll give you one. You want?
Ngumu, eh?
Tutakanyanga moja sahi. Tumalize
Quickly.
to settle. On
Settling
camera, we just settle this.
I don't think you'll settle it. I don't think you'll settle it. Tena Waikanyanga South Sea. Capital ya Somalia.
Talking, and in live.
But my shtick is, like, I don't mind people being proud of their heritage. Absolutely. Fully get that. But to support Mogadishu SC, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Sports club, right? So brazenly in the country that you are now a citizen of, simply because it's from your country, I find that difficult to latch onto. Like, if a team from Yemen, you know, survived the war and then they came to Kenya to play football, right?
Big if.
You know,
Damn.
if they did that and they came to Kenya to play a game, I've never been to Yemen, right? Don't know anything about the Yemeni football clubs or whatever. And I was born here. I was raised somewhere else, but you know, came back and started living my adult life here. I would have no reason to support those teams over my Kenyan teams. I would have no reason to support the Yemeni national team over the Kenyan national team. I mean, aside from my brother being, you know, whatever. But like, even if that wasn't the case, Sawa, we speak the same language. We're from the same area from a long time ago. But this is where my life is. This is where my food comes from. This is where my roof is. I feel like you owe the country you stay in a bit more respect.
That's cute, but I disagree with that.
Why?
I disagree with that because you're not deciding. It's not a war. You're fighting. You know, I was asking you to fight a country. So it's just supporting a football club. Nothing will happen. It's
Yeah,
a
but
game.
you've
Let me
never
finish.
supported that
Let me
football
finish.
club up until
No,
it showed up
let
in
me
your...
finish. It doesn't matter. Listen, people.
Why not?
Let me land.
No.
I want to answer your
My
question.
question is about legitimacy. If you're now supporting this team, Mogadishu SC, you've never heard of it before. Oh, they're the champions that they've
You're
won.
assuming they've never heard of it before.
Yes, I'm making
You're
that
also
assumption.
assuming they were not from Somalia.
No. I'm making that assumption. I'm
Those guys were
speaking
at the
to
stadium
those.
from Somalia.
There's majority of them like. Okay, we need to pretend. We need to stop pretending that there's not so many fresh Somalis in Kenya. There's so many Somalis who are with Somali passports living here.
Who's pretending?
No, like the fact that you're saying they've never seen this, they've never done this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can imagine. Yahi, listen.
You're talking about the
What I'm
locals.
doing, is I'm extrapolating. Okay, you're in Kenya where there's no war, right?
Yes.
Kiarie, let me speak to a real Kenyan, since we're doing that. So, Kiarie, you're a real Kenyan. Shapiro, you're a real Kenyan. Real, right? You're in a peaceful country for the most part, right? And you're in a country that would be deemed more advanced than Somalia on many different levels. Yet you don't watch your own, all right, fair enough. You don't regularly watch your own league, right?
No.
You would be forgiven because of how it's badly produced, marketed, and so on, to not even know who won it, right? You're telling me Somalia is likely to have better support, better coverage of their league? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way I believe any of those
Did you know, like, there
Somalis
was a Somali-
actually support their club.
Before Mogadishu FC came here, did you know like there was a Somali Premier League?
Personally, no.
Yeah. So
I'm
it's
talking
just
about
like,
me.
Nah, but that's the thing. Like,
But you don't even know how to speak Somali.
yeah,
That doesn't count.
yeah, but I'm
listen.
saying not counting in that way. Like,
Okay.
just have this thought
Mad, he's
process.
not even a real Somali.
You go all the way through. You go everywhere across East Africa. I can tell you teams in Ethiopia. I can tell you teams in Eritrea. I can tell you teams in Sudan. I can tell you
Because
teams
you're a
in
gambler.
Nah,
Somali
not
teams
even.
are not
It isn't
Bro,
about
it's
gambling. Like,
obvious.
all these places have
They don't
coverage.
gamble.
They have
No,
coverage.
but it's
for,
true. They do have coverage.
Yeah, they have a bit of coverage for their leagues. So the only I wouldn't get where the loyalty or where the vim to support that team comes about
You
against a
don't-
Kenyan team.
I don't expect you to get it. You don't get Mamuelewi. There is something called patriotism. And
Patriotism
let
to
me
what?
finish. Let me finish.
Go on.
Listen, the Somali community was divided by colonialists because Kenyans, no this yote are Somalis. So, they're not, they were white people decided we're Kenyans. True or false?
I don't know about
Is that
we.
true or false?
I don't know about we though.
Whoever, listen,
I don't know about no we though.
see, we just become.
No, for borders.
Whoever drew the borders decided what
missionaries with borders. That's what happened.
Exactly my point. So the idea that you don't want Somalia is now what part of Somalis were left out. It's the whole of pretty much the eastern side of Ethiopia is Somalis, right? Djibouti is Somalis. So the whole of Northeastern is Somalis. So the Somali community is across that region. Originally from where? Like the whole, ideally that's Mogadishu is where we're from, right? Like capital city, right? So when we were divided, just because, okay, fine, white people said I'm Kenyan, if Somalia is playing, I have to, like, I'm Somali.
You have to?
I have to support Somalia.
You see, the thing is, are you considering the damage that it does to widen the separation, widen the notion that you are different, go back to your country?
No, it does not
it
do
does,
that.
It
Listen,
it does,
from,
bro. Like,
from what
things like a
perspective,
flag being kicked, things
Nah,
like
put
fights
that
happening.
aside.
You can't. It's all part and parcel of it.
No, it's not the same. Assuming there was no flag being kicked, so assuming it was respectful, but I was supporting that team, for example. So I went to the stadium. It was respectful, good game. So you wouldn't think it differently. If anything, that's like a sign of hope. It's like okay, so where I'm from, they're doing something. I'm like trying to be proud of them, considering whatever is going on. Like I would want them to win because they're like the underdogs. Like I'm trying to see how far we can go. Also, when we're here, we have those banters like, how comes Kunanga Somalis the national team? So now this was like, okay, fine. Although we lost, but the thing is, point is.
Also, the reason there's no Somalis is because the first trialist was Saddam, and then
the idea that I am proud of
where
I'm from.
The return leg is also in Kenya again.
Yeah.
So it's just not.
And then this guy is telling me like people know. Come on, man. My issue is.
Would you have a problem with me supporting that team, for example?
Yes, I would.
From what perspective?
Like since when?
No,
in the same way that you ask Lowton or this guy.
It's not a
since
when thing,
bro?
Zuhum.
It is a when.
It's not a when thing. It's why.
Okay, why then?
I'm Somali. Maybe
that's the thing. Like white people, Somali.
You can't deny his pride in his culture.
White people,
maybe it's just,
white people
just
saying
proud.
I'm Kenyan doesn't make me Kenyan. I'm Somali. Yes, coincidentally, I was part of this. If
it's not just white people. If I go to Saudi, shut up. Listen, if I go to Saudi, which I have done, this is a real life example. I've gone to Saudi, spoken Arabic in front of other Arabs, told them ethnically I'm from Yemen, and they were like, yeah, but your passport says Kenyan. Inta Keni. Even for them, like these borders are now our identities. Stop going back like to like this mythical land where we live without borders.
So to you, according to you, whatever the white people decided you are is what you are.
My cousins from Yemen. Shut up. My cousins from Yemen, my relatives, call me Muwallad, which means born in another area. So you're not fully like Yemeni. It's like you adopt the culture and the traditions of other areas.
During his wedding, were you doing Kenyan celebrations?
Oh my god! You want me to anguka nayo? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro?
Are you proud of being Kenyan?
Of course, I'm proud of being Kenyan.
What did you
do?
What did you do Kenyan during a ceremony?
That's a wedding. What does that have to do with being Kenyan?
That shows you are Yemeni.
All right. First of all,
wait.
I misspoke. First of all, I misspoke. Kenya is a country with several different tribes. Sawa. So if that tribe belongs within the country of Kenya, it includes it being Kenyan as an identity. Arab is an ethnicity within, like it's a recognized ethnicity within the Kenyan constitution. So are the Indians, so are Somalis, and so on and so forth, right? If I'm not mistaken. So like inherently, yes, it might not be at the root of it Kenyan, but I am recognized as part of being that identity. So
it's this could go on.
Like
I'm just saying. Let's move on because of time.
Nationality
Because my passport says Kenyan, but I know I'm Somali. No, like what?
That's cool. That's
So he's in the closet, but he identifies as Kenyan. Like, what the fuck?
But I think you were making a valid
I'm making
point, so
sense.
like I do here.
Huyu jamaa he akona identity crisis. So he doesn't know he is Yemeni, born in Saudi Arabia, lives in Kenya. So
Grew up in Saudi
huyu jamaa he changes everything. Today ni Mkikuyu, kesho ni Mjaluo. Like it doesn't matter.
me.
You're the one like
Penda Kenya.
unapenda Kenya?
Nah, man, I love Westie.
You know what? Honestly, if it's one thing he's been consistent with, he said he was going to be MP, of course.
I love
West Team, man. Anyway, let me read some comments just before we get to the next topic. Unitedly United. Guess what he says? United to win the next year's Champions League, of course. Charles Kibenda says, "What's up, gang? How do you lose to United?"
Already. We are not even in that segment yet.
We'll get to it. I just looked at you because I figured, you know. No, I just looked at you. I mean, what do you think? We're going to just talk about politics for the rest of the show.
Crazy.
Charles Gbende also adds defund Gormaya. I won't read the next comment. That's a bit too far. Ian Kivuti says Gore has desensitized a lot of people from going to KPL games. Actually, yeah, you can imagine. Actually, that's a very good point. How many times would it, like such incidents, demotivate or make people fearful of going for these games? Rumi says this is already the best episode ever. Ibrahim Mohammed says Gormaya hooliganism needs to stop, and the best way is to ban their fans, points deductions, and even relegations if we're serious about it. That's not a bad shout. Vijana Pod KE says, speaking of ROG fans, ROG.
Rogue.
What's Rogue? Oh, Rogue. Okay, without the UNE. Let us speak.
The U?
Let us speak about those ones who are kicking the Kenyan flag. And yeah, all right, we just did. So anyway, let's move on as we talk about the other games. Now, what do we start with, lads? Actually, Shaps, you tell us, man. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, I'd rather just straight off the bat. Let's just do Man United Chelsea, get it over with.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like what I used to do with like whenever my dad would beat the shit out of me with a belt. Anyway, let's carry on.
Why did you lose to the worst United side of all time?
That is a good question. That is a very good question, which I actually don't have an answer to.
All right, can I add on to the question?
Yeah.
Why did you lose to the worst United team of all time as the greatest Chelsea team of all time?
We are not the greatest.
But
Chelsea
you're the
team
Club
of all
World Cup
time.
champions.
Yeah, we
The
are.
first one, eh?
You're the first ever Club
know,
World Cup champion.
one thing
You're
I
going to be the reigning Club World Cup champs for the
Well,
next
that's
4
yes.
years.
Which is a fact.
It's a
You know,
fact.
one thing I don't understand is when a result doesn't go away, now it's like Club World Cup champions. That you guys are trying to second check that fact, which is a fact, and it's not going away. We are the Club World Cup champions, and then that's it. There's no.
so that's
if
what
we lose against a team, you come now try to second guess
No.
that whole thing.
You're
Like,
taking it
first
too
of all,
far.
I'm trying to start on that. Like we
You're
are
taking
Club
it too
World Cup
far.
champions. Full stop.
You're taking
Club
it too
World
far.
Cup champions, but the best team in the world. That's two separate things. Yeah? Yeah.
We were the better team on the day, which made us the Club World Cup champions. But we are not the best team in the world.
Okay. A reasonable Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
We've done an episode with it, but like I thought maybe it was a one-off. I thought it was a one-off.
No, so
Like you don't care at all, like not even one bit that you guys have the trophy that is the only trophy that moves.
which is, if you guys get the trophy, you'll be absolutely elated to get it.
I don't know.
I know
I've
Liverpool
seen,
fans.
I've seen the fallback.
I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, I know you were waiting for
Waiting
that trophy.
for that one because I know when you do get it, now it becomes a trophy.
Yeah, so there's validity in the trophy. And
Fair
most
enough.
Liverpool fans, especially Jamie Carragher, is salty and bitter because they weren't able to be in that particular competition. But when you are, and you go the full length, and you get to win it, you will celebrate it the way we did. There's no running away from that.
So yeah, cool
Let's talk
story.
about the game now.
How
Yeah.
did you lose to Amorim and Tricky Reds?
Nah, you know what? This is
Predictable.
this is
Predictable on the day.
you know every single season that the fixtures come out, this is one of the fixtures I dread because
I'm
for the
flattered.
last 12 years we haven't beaten you guys.
Why did you close your eyes like
Old
that, bro?
Trafford.
Why did you close your eyes like that, bro?
I'm flattered.
We haven't beaten you
He
guys at Old
blushed with
Trafford
it, bro.
in the last 12 years. We
Yeah.
don't have a win there in the last 12 years.
2013 is wild though.
That is crazy.
Because
It's
I'm-
either a draw, you guys absolutely take us to the cleaners, and most of the time I do remember last season when you had Ruud van Nistelrooy coming in. That was one of your lowest points that season. Yes. You were there for the taking. You were food for us to eat. We starved that day as well.
I think you guys have given three of the past United managers their first win. Ole first game was Chelsea. Ruud first game was Chelsea. Who else? Ole's first game.
Premier League
game. The
Premier
game.
League game.
Nah, not permanent. He came in first as an interim manager.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. The first permanent one then was Chelsea, I guess. The first permanent was Chelsea, yeah? Yeah. I know the last three. The first
4-0 was crazy. I remember again.
When he says 13 years, are we talking about Premier League only?
Premier League.
I don't think they played in any other competition.
We have in the FA Cup as well, and they've taken the cleaners still
Yes.
as well.
The Rashford.
The Rashford free kick. Yeah. So it was a bad game. That's the worst game under Maresca I've watched so far. It was. I don't believe Sanchez in that position. You should be looking to foul this guy. I believe you just let him score, because we have proven time and again we can come back from one goal down.
Yeah.
You should not be looking to get a red card in the 4th minute, because if it's 97th minute and you're trying to save the game, then that's fair. You know what? I'll say what? Cool. Hands up, then that's cool. But in the 4th minute, trying to foul this guy and then the game is over, manager loses his head, fans lose their heads. I lost my head on the day.
Because I feel like, okay.
Yes. Those subs, bro. We were just talking about subs.
Yeah. The subs were bad, but I think he was also not like the Palmer sub guy is injured, so he had to
Neto,
go.
explain to me Neto.
Yes, the only sub that didn't make sense was Neto going off.
I was panicking. Also the final one,
absolutely.
The George after spending 5 minutes talking to Garnacho.
I actually expected Garnacho would have maybe made an appearance. He would have had more heart into that game, because after that first sub, I felt we are not taking anything away from this game. And then now when you guys scored, I knew that was it.
We were so kind enough to even give you another half of,
Okay, second half was atrocious from both teams, I believe.
I think
we tried
as we were trying to defend, you guys were, I don't know what you were trying, because you're not creating that many chances.
Genuinely,
it was just gems and vibes.
Actually, Joe Pedro by himself, front line, trying to run against 4-man was the only good thing to come out from that game.
That's what I was going to say about
your midfield is hella poor if you're trying to play
expansive.
That type of game where you keep the ball.
Yeah.
Just to, it's Caicedo and Enzo. They're not really going to.
No, they're better off the ball.
Yeah.
Caicedo's, at least for me, I think he's better off the ball. But, I don't know that. I think there's only one defender within that Chelsea group of defenders, whether first team or not, that doesn't have the bozo gene. And I include keepers in this. Like, I just feel like each one of them has a moment.
Are you including fullbacks in that?
Yeah, I'm including fullbacks. And I think it's just Reece James who doesn't have, like...
That's
it. Like, Cucurella, look, Cucurella's in great form.
Bro,
I don't want to chat shit.
I shout for
but
Gusto.
But he has... I just feel like I can see it. I don't know if I can smell it, if it's in his hair or something.
Nayim he has a red card in him. He has a weird own goal.
Also, like, he has a crazy aura deficit every single time he gets his hair cut.
Aura deficit is
so wild, bro. Like,
what do you mean aura deficit?
The thing is, like, first it's an aura deficit.
No.
All I'm saying is, the thing is, there's an aura deficit once he gets pulled, because the way he lands, like, by the natural pull, like how you land, like you go, right? Aura deficit.
As a man,
exactly.
you have a wife and children.
And then wait, yeah, exactly. And then the thing is,
got his hair pulled also last year. Yeah, that's the time.
Last week.
That's embarrassing.
So what are you saying? Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done. Because the first part is the aura deficit. The aura drainage is when he gets up and goes to the ref and says he pulled my hair. Like, yo.
Yeah, but he did pull my hair.
But you don't say it, bro. You just let it slide, man. You gotta man up, man. Like, tie that shit up or do something. Go pull his hair. Like, go do something back. Now, anyway, I'm just saying, like, genuinely, I know last season the narrative with the defense was, like, Chelsea could be really good once they sort out their defense. Because the defense is, but like it feels like this season the defense is worse, so much worse.
Yeah,
and I get it. There's injuries, Colwell.
Yeah, that's actually the biggest reason why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's an interesting take.
Only him?
Actually,
him alone
him,
means the rest fall apart.
No, him going off. The thing is, you have to understand how Maresca sets up his defenders to shape up in how we start playing from the back. Levi Colwill is the most important in doing that, right? So you have him composed on the ball, and in terms of actually defending defender one-on-one, he is by far the best of all these guys. Tosin, even that Fulham game where Josh King's goal was disallowed, you could see already there was a warning sign in how he defends 1v1. He managed to get the block in, but the next time Josh King had him 1v1, he managed to score. Was disallowed, but anyway, that's VR. I'm not trying to get into that. Next game, literally against Bayern, we saw the same thing, same template. Isolate Tosin, make sure your striker is 1v1 against him. He can't defend 1v1. Now, with Colwill, it's a different story. He knows how to do that well. And when we play from the back, he sets up the defense very well. And he was coming into, he was getting into that groove where even in the England setup, him and Mark Gehi, I believe, would have been the two centre backs for England in this coming World Cup. But Konsa now is more suitable to do that. But when you lose a guy like that in your defense now, who's second season coming into his groove, becoming that kind of leader, that sends shockwaves to the dressing room. And Maresca goes on and says, we cannot do without a defender. We have to go sign a defender. It
calls into question
the
quality of your squad depth, having spent the money that you spent.
Yep.
I don't want to get into it too much, but it's that elephant in the room is not getting out of that room.
They have a £90 million defender.
Fofana.
Yeah, no, you haven't even mentioned him among any type of solutions.
That's the thing. Like, there's no need to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because he's not. You guys know he's not. Like, he knows.
Yeah,
the best defender has been subjected to coming to training at 8 p.m., training with the kids, eating on his own. They need to bring him back.
Yo,
that's crazy. How you pulled that back is insane, man.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. Bomb squad.
But look, again, for the first time in my life, I'm agreeing with what Jamie Carragher has to say about our squad, because he actually went on to Sky and he said that I actually don't have a problem with the manager. I think the manager is doing good for what he's been given with the team, with a young squad. He's doing well. What I have a problem with is the recruitment after that money being spent, that you're going to a game, Allianz Arena, Old Trafford as well, with that keeper and that defense. Now, with Sanchez, it's an interesting one because Maresca fully trusts this guy. That is for sure. In as much as we will say he's not good enough and everything, if the manager trusts him, then there's nothing much you can do. But that defense, I can't believe Mosquera will be the best defender at Chelsea, and he's a bench starter at Arsenal when Saliba is
literally walks into your team, bro.
Literally. So it's not good enough.
It's better than Saliba, so
it's not good enough.
But
it's not good enough.
But like the way you're also treating your players, right? I feel like also it's gonna be difficult for you to sign good players, because I feel like you guys just sign anyone. You sign players that are fighting with the clubs, Garnacho. Like you're
fighting with drugs.
Who is
Modric?
I mean, your way of recruitment has been a problem, and also the way you're trying to give people long contracts, and then now that you're not even willing to see them through, despite giving them someone like Disasi and Sterling, you give them the contracts, right?
We did.
It's also the attitude towards those players, right? Like, remember what Enzo Maresca said about Raheem Sterling when he joined Arsenal, or before he joined Arsenal last season. He said, like, he's just not my type of winger or whatever. He spoke very dismissively of him. And then what he said Juicy now with the whole fisherman story and whatnot. Like, essentially what he's saying is, you're a footballer, tough. Like, okay, so like, why would you go and want to work with that manager?
Something as simple as this weekend, you guys bought, you were really trying to get rid of Tyreek George the whole window. You're trying to send him anywhere that you could get him. Yeah,
he was going to Fulham.
Yeah, I guess everywhere.
Almost agreed.
Yeah, and then you buy Gittins, you buy Garnacho. You have money that you've spent. Then leave that on the bench. to bring on the guy that you wanted to get rid of the whole summer? To what point?
You know what's crazy? They copy pasted that shit with Chalobah. You get what I mean?
even
Like,
sent
Sent him
Chalobah
off
away
and then brought him back
Okay.
in January. And
Okay,
that-
I believe those two things.
He'd also been sent
no,
off.
they're
like
they're
the
different,
bombs.
but like
yeah,
it's so similar. Like you make such rash decisions with your recruitment, but then when you sell well to companies that you already have been in bed with from time ago, you know, in Saudi and whatnot, you come back and tell us, oh yeah, we're the best sellers. Like,
Okay, which we are, like that, you know, that's a fact. You know, if there's a loophole to be
dumb,
found, there's a
bro.
loophole to be found. At the end of the day, if you want to do business, that's how you do things, and we cannot pretend. We have what I think our stadium is like ranked number 11 in the Premier League. So like, there's not enough revenue coming into the club from match day. I saw this man have already made 600 and something million already, and you guys finished 15th. We still don't have a front of shirt sponsor up until this point. We had to sack the guy who was in charge of the deal because he is not doing anything to help us with that. Now, there are a lot of rash things being done by the club. That is a fact. We can't run away from it. But at the end of the day, these guys, what they're trying to do is that they have to make sure we are more sustainable from the footballing business kind of side.
Okay, what's Chelsea's objective? What's your plan for the next maybe 4 or 5 years? What's the project like? Because is your project to be signing players and selling them? If that's the thing, then Nisawa. Or are you actually trying to compete? Because your signings don't look to trying to compete. It's let's get this guy and then sell.
Right.
It genuinely doesn't even sound
That's-
like you guys are trying to sign to build. Like I get
Yeah.
the whole young player thing,
Right.
but teams like, for example, in Africa
Yeah.
or in Europe, they try and sign young players from countries like Kenya to sell them at a profit. That's what it feels like you guys are doing. It feels like, yes, it's more business than building a young team to
actually-
grow together
Yeah.
and then go as a group to go and win things for a
Because I
long
think
period
even
of
with these
time.
young Brazilians, even you as a Chelsea fan, you don't really figure these guys will be, if they do come good, they won't be with you past 2021.
No, absolutely.
So you just know they're straight off
I
to
actually
Spain.
think
Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez has maybe 2 or 3 more years at Chelsea. Then maybe he goes to Real Madrid. That's why I actually believe.
Nah,
It's not good enough. I'm
No,
sorry.
he will.
not on that level.
No,
yeah.
he will.
I don't know that he goes.
he's
I
there.
can
such a-
see him at Bilbao, but he's not
Nah,
Bilbao-ish.
he's
He's
really-
not.
Yeah, I just played Bilbao. I
Yeah,
can
he's
see him
not-
at Bilbao.
he's not
but-
Basque.
Yeah.
To answer your question,
Yeah,
Saddam,
so-
Yeah, he's
This
not Basque,
is-
he won't be signed.
this is
Scheme.
the, I will say, like the beef the Chelsea fan base has with these managers or these sporting directors and these people, is that we feel this season the recruitment should have been okay. We did manage, we scraped to get into top 4, right? But we went into a competition that's the Club World Cup. We did well, and there was improvement. So now what you do is you build on that, and the quality of signings you bring are to make sure now you go toe to toe with your Liverpools, your Arsenals, try to close that gap. But what do? We go sign up Jamie Gittins, who now will need 1.5 years, 2 years to gel into the team. And we're not even sure he's going to still to be in the team. Maybe he might be sold. So there's that balance that us as a fan base, we do want to compete. But the sporting directors and these guys, how they've been given orders to build the squad, it's very clear for them. It's just get this talent maybe at a low price, and after a year or two, we're going to get a good profit for him. That is the main agenda from the
So you guys are
from the owners up. But we want to compete.
They're
but,
here to participate, bro.
But if your manager is saying my best defender is out, get me a defender now.
You see, that's not how
Why you
football
don't
works.
get
Why is he
him?
telling us
That's
now?
not, but that's not how football works. To be fair, because I don't figure even Maresca, that's just being spoiled. To be fair,
No, I
Because-
just feel like all you have to say back to him, Kiarie,
Yeah.
is, listen, my father was a fisherman.
Yes,
And like he had to work from 2 till 10 in the morning, and like tough, bro.
There's
Get
harder
a
work
fucking
than
grip.
having 5
Honestly,
defenders
like,
on the
yeah,
bench.
Like, it's,
Yeah.
how like I find it difficult to accept like saying your manager wanted a defender. His best defender is out for the rest of the season. He needs a defender. Bro, you fucking spent £3 billion.
Okay.
£3 billion.
Now,
I don't care how well you sell. You spent £3 billion. You should have a very good defender somewhere else in there.
At a Moja.
Now
Come on,
that's fine.
your better keeper is at Bournemouth.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Nah.
Your better
Actually,
keeper
our
is-
better keeper is
actually.
at Strasbourg, Mike Penders. I believe.
course.
he's-
You have better keepers than everyone.
We wouldn't be surprised. You have so many, we don't know about them.
Because
Absolutely.
even Kepa is
But
a
now-
better keeper than
but-
Sanchez.
Yeah.
It's
But
not-
now
it's
the
not
thing, is,
even-
the thing is, with the manager wanting a signing and actually not getting the signing, I don't want to speak about Arsenal, but Arsenal have told us for time and again, Arteta has been wanting a particular kind of striker. That's why they couldn't compete. They couldn't go for the league. And all of us bought that. All of us absolutely bought. So I don't understand why you will not try to believe that when Maresca asks for a defender,
So you want
he
a defender
knows
for what? Because we don't even know your goal.
yeah.
As a manager, Shapiro,
We have to compete. We can't compete with the defenders we have right now.
This is the argument.
That's such a fair point. But what are you going to do with the
This
defenders?
is the argument. Right now, we have a front line of Ekitik and Isak. One of them gets injured. I'm not expecting Slot to be like, yo, we need to go get an attacker. He'll manage with what we have until we get one of them back.
Oh,
So-
wait. Are you going to say, wait, did you just say he's going to manage
Yeah,
as a manager?
as a manager.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
that's like
you guys,
that's
you
I
guys,
guess that's the
you
whole
guys-
concept
Crazy.
behind it.
you
Like,
guys lose Van Dijk right now.
Yeah, we'll just have to manage with what we have. Like that's
It's as
idea.
simple as that, bro.
It's,
Like,
it's going to be one of those things where you're like, okay, the reason we couldn't do 1, 2, 3 is because Van Dijk was not here, and Slot maybe wanted someone else to come in, but he didn't get that.
Okay,
So
but
that's-
you see,
that's the point I'm making.
Listen, but Shapiro, to be fair to Van Dijk, there's a level of players, right? There's a caliber of players, no matter who they are, right? No matter who your replacement you think would be for that player, it's not going to be enough. It's simply not going to be. You don't get a replacement for a Messi, a Ronaldo, Vidic. You just don't.
I can turn
Like, what you do is-
but Shile can turn him into a Colwill if I tried. Like if you really push,
Honestly,
like
bro,
yeah,
like-
if you really
Like, if you do
Oh,
your
it
job
is,
as a
yeah,
manager,
so-
you
so-
get, like. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not saying anymore. We should talk about United. We really should talk about United, because you are now 1 point behind your title, your top 4 contenders,
World champions.
world champions. Yes, Chelsea FC.
Same
You're
points.
also 3 points behind who?
The
Arsenal.
Yeah,
right? And how many points behind City?
Same.
Oh, level. with-
11 points.
Yeah, level on points. So how do you feel? Time to shine now.
Honestly,
Hmm.
the future is bright. I have never had hope.
Never? You've never had hope on this show ever?
Well, I have, but the point is,
he hasn't said he's gotten hope. Baby. He's just said he's never had it.
Yeah, to be fair. Technically speaking.
Yeah, technically
today,
speaking,
what I've noticed, you guys are Amnanga IQ. Sometimes when someone is saying something, and then he does a pause, so no monge.
So
It's an intentional pause so that
you're
I say
aura
something.
farming. Yeah. Carry on.
Or a deficit, bro. Here's your way,
For real, bro. Anyway, carry on.
I think we've seen how our system works with, 11 versus 10, and I have hope, right? Performances, I was satisfied with pretty much everyone, including Casemiro, apart from the red card, because I think when he was on the pitch, he stepped up, and I think
I mean, he scored a goal.
the idea, yeah, and also he had some. But see, the thing, the 2 yellow cards was so unnecessary. Anyway, we needed a win at whatever cost. I'm not satisfied per se in terms of performance, because I feel like when we also got a red card, we just kind of got confused, right? Although our subs were quite decent, I still feel like we were confused in terms of what do we do now, right? It's like, okay, it's 2 goals up. It's 10 versus 10. Like the system just couldn't work anymore. But at least we were able to get a point. We defended quite well. The sub of getting Euro ahead of Maguire, I think that was the only thing that I disagreed on, because it's Euro's lack of concentration that ended up conceding the goal. And also, like, it's last minute, Maguire cleans up everything. Like he that's his job basically. He's so good at that. That's the only thing I didn't understand. I like the fact that he subbed Bruno. I would want him slightly earlier so that Maino gets at least 25, 30 minutes. Because I think there isn't that much contrast in terms of when we're not necessarily... When you're trying to hold the game, manage the pace, move the ball a bit more forward. Because I feel like Bruno doesn't move the ball. He has like shield and pass and all those things. Maino can progress the ball from one point to the other without losing the ball. I think that maybe there's a sign. Apart from that, I think most important thing was 3 points at home versus the best team in the world, and I am hopeful. So now we're playing, I think, a small team next. I don't know what it is, and the goal is to now just stick around there. Like I obviously not to win the league, but like if I am 1 point behind you or 2 points, 3 points behind Arsenal, I'm hopeful because you guys could lose to Newcastle, we could win another.
Well, let's find out who you guys play next.
Brentford.
You play Brentford.
Early kickoff.
Early kickoff
Brentford's
away from home.
I'm confident.
Can
with
be
those
2
two
losses, bro, depending on how life works out.
Yeah,
This can be
Man
2
United
losses.
then hosts Sunderland a week after that. Think of how much training you guys will do.
Oh yeah, that's another week
and
of
then-
nothing.
and then after that it's international break and you come back straight to Liverpool, Anfield away. Jesus Christ!
I'm not scared of Anfield.
Don't
Sorry.
be scared, bro. I do not want you to be scared.
I'm
I
not
want you
scared
to
of
come there
Yeah,
feeling
come.
fresh,
Actually,
feeling
just
calm,
come. Kujeni
feeling
bana, karibuni.
relaxed. I don't want you to feel any type of feeling about that. game.
To be fair though, I believe in you guys.
I believe in me, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
good,
At Anfield.
good enough.
The thing
Yeah, I
is-
do. I've seen them do it.
You've seen them do it before against Nunes, against those guys. See them do it this time.
Against Verts.
Yeah, against Isak,
Against
against
Verts.
Ekitike,
If Vart starts, then easy for us.
against Mo Salah. Yeah.
Mo Salah Kwanzaa has had a shit season so far.
Trust. Is that a shit season?
Yeah, bro.
he
There's
starts
no
a really-
reason why he should win
His
Ballon
stats are
d'Or.
really popping for a shit season, but yeah, I got you.
He really shouldn't be winning Ballon d'Or, bro. Just saying.
Yeah, I
If
don't
you
think there's
about
much about United. I think most importantly, we needed 3
it. Needed
points.
the 3 points.
That was just a bad
We
game.
got 3
Bro.
points.
It was a horrible
Yeah,
game.
that was
It
a horrible
it was
game.
a low quality game, low quality management, low quality clubs, low quality fans. It was just so shit.
Yeah, everything
man.
was just bad.
The weather was shit. Oh my
Everyone
god.
panicked
Yeah.
from the start.
You guys don't have drainages for your pitch.
Trust
I mean, we make more money than you.
You should be doing better without money.
Bro, there's no drainage, there's no roof.
Yeah.
There's like
There's
I
no
don't know
staff.
what I expect.
We are saving our expenses. That's why
There's
we're
no
making more
staff.
money.
There's rats.
Yeah.
Like no meat in their sandwiches.
That was
Anyway,
bad.
let me read out some comments within the chat. So we have Ian Kivuti who says, "I get what Saddam is saying. It's the same way US/UK immigrants have more affinity to their home countries over their host countries." Oh, okay. Kaloki says, "Facts. He likes investing too. 30 minutes in, Saddam hasn't talked about Arsenal. The game is gone." Scott McTominay, number 18 in the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, number 18.
See what happens when you leave United.
Yeah, Gyökeres is number 15.
Joker's number 15, bro. Number 15. Let's go. United's position last season. Anyway, Lastborn Kevo says, to opposing truths. Mohammed Elmi says, Saddam, we are the 3-point collectors. Kareem Tosh, your opinion about the Vinny Junior situation. What's the Vinny Junior situation?
I think.
I think it's done with Madrid. Madrid might be done with him, like just generally in terms of
I mean,
Alonso is like he's not really.
I spoke with
Doesn't
a
fancy
Real
him.
Madrid
Yeah.
fan literally on Saturday, and one of my friends posed to him the question that Vinny Junior has been so off the pace, like he's not like himself. He's been playing like shit, and he was like, nah, he's been actually picking up form. He's been banging goals now. He's back from injury.
They told Saudi 1 billion.
Oh, it's because Saudi want him.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones. Then
I
what-
don't know,
they'll
maybe-
sell. They'll sell.
like-
Then they'll be like, pendejos, we are the best sellers now. I'm telling you, bro. Anyway, it's fine. Let's see. Ian Kivuti says, Maresca should have been braver. Even at 10 men, this United team is mentally fragile. They would have gotten a point.
That's fair.
But you used almost all your subs. And then he got injured, I think. What's his name?
Yeah.
Let's get some quick predictions because people are asking. Just the name. Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
Salah.
Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
Musa.
Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
I think Yamal.
Huh?
I think
Bro,
Lamine does it.
Usman.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Usman Dembele.
Me, I have
Osman as well. What did I say?
You said Musa.
Said
I was
Musa.
confused. I was like, what the
Who's
fuck?
Musa?
Yeah.
I was just
Dembele,
laughing.
right.
What the fuck?
There's like
All them Muslims. Goddamn Muslims.
nah, but me have there's an agenda I'm finna start soon. The anti-Yamal agenda. This
We're
kid-
going to talk about it.
Yeah, this
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just talk about it.
Why are you hating on a 17-year-old?
Bro.
Are you not embarrassed?
hell, bro. I
Then he's an immigrant.
I also respect
supports
Dwarfs a
Morocco.
bit too much. Yeah.
He supports Morocco. He plays for Spain.
Support little people.
You should be his fan.
I am his fan. I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of his, bro. But
Small.
Usman Dembele got married. He's a married Muslim man. Yamal is still hiring midgets. So
Salah
carry
Salah has been married. Salah's is fought for Palestine. Salah's a really
wait, what is this campaign? Talk about the football.
yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah,
You're not gonna sell me Palestine stuff.
I saw the Ballon d'Or checklist for
How the
criteria. The criteria for picking
Are you being
the winner.
serious right now?
Yeah, they actually put it out. There are three main criteria. On and off the pitch is a main criteria.
Vinicius.
And-
And then he's wondering.
Huh?
Sorry,
Yeah,
just
so
Vinicius
like
came
that,
to
that
mind.
part when they actually put it, that's when I got the thought process. Yamal can't win it. Yamal has had too much going on off the pitch,
Hella.
and
Nah,
it's
just
not a good.
West-
It's not a good look for football.
He's had a one small issue.
He hasn't had one
literally
small.
small.
He hasn't had one small issue. He's had bare issues. But now you see the problem with like whatever Yamal has going on. That's okay. His stats also don't measure up. Yamal had 9 goals in the league.
So the
That's
first
the
time,
only thing he won.
it's not the first time they're giving someone with low goals.
It's
How
not
many
even-
goals did Modric have? How many goals did
Modric was different. Modric got Croatia to a World Cup final.
No,
he got
but-
Croatia to like.
But no, so now you're mentioning
And he
something
won
else
the
other than goal.
Champions League and La Liga. This guy only won La Liga. He only has one trophy from last season.
Did he win the
Copa del Rey.
Copa-
Sorry.
How did they won the Copa del Rey?
Yes, they did.
Or did Bilbao win the Copa
No,
del
no,
Rey?
no. They won Copa del Rey, and
There was a smaller team that won one of the cups
No,
there.
bro, Copa del Rey. I'm telling
Let
you.
me
You're
search,
talking
bro.
about the Super Cup. I know exactly what you're talking about because you're talking
He's
about
supposed to Super Cup.
Yeah,
The one
that's
for
played in
Basque.
Saudi.
The one that's played by Basque teams or Catalonia or something.
Edu Gampa Trophy. No, that's the same shit I've been going through the whole day with Farouk on the time. So I'm not in the metric. He's like, Yamal
Wait,
has
hold on,
50.
hold on. Let's get this right, bro. What did I keep saying his name wrong? Yamin Lamal.
Huh?
Lamin Yamal.
Yeah, Lamin
Yamal, yeah. What did he actually win?
I have a feeling it's just La
So
Liga.
Copa del Rey 2025
Exactly.
2025
Yo, Copa
champions.
del
No,
Rey.
I'm searching. Bro, exactly, bro.
Exactly. I don't know. I thought it was like another smaller team, but it's okay if it's Barcelona. But Copa
Barcelona won the match
Yeah.
3-2. Yeah. Against who? Yeah, Copa del Rey final, Barcelona won the match 3-2.
Yeah, whichever. So Copa del Rey and La Liga combined,
The only thing he didn't win was Champions League.
they win the Champions
Let's
League.
say
No, but aren't
The only
they
thing he did
considering,
not
aren't
win
they
is
considering the
Champions
Euros?
Yeah.
They're considering
But
the
the
Euros.
Euros was the
Euros,
previous
yeah.
season. The Euros
previous
wasn't. Yeah, the
season,
Euros
yeah.
wasn't the season. The
That now
season.
gave
So
Rodri the
what did they
Ballon
win
d'Or.
this season? The
Nations League. Portugal won it. So
Yeah, they lost.
if there was gonna be an argument for a player of achievements,
yeah.
Nuno Mendes. If there was gonna be an argument for a player,
No,
just
we
off-
know we never do that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying just off achievements because if you're gonna get Dembele with all the trophies that a club can win, he got that. But if you're gonna add national team, then because that's what people wanna bring in with Yamal and whatever he did, then bring in Nuno Mendes. He won the actual.
You're being
trophy.
very selective. You're saying what you're doing is you're saying okay, fine, because he was in this tournament, choose the best one here. Because no, don't do that.
Nah.
Because that's unfair. It doesn't add up.
I've even said statistically, Salah had 57 goals and assists in 52 games. The main contenders, Yamal. Yamal had 30 goals and assists in 60-something games.
No one talks about games. That's a unaribu.
Bro, who's
Just-
not talking about games?
no,
It's as simple as
no.
this is more than a goal and assist a game.
Why?
No,
why?
Anaribu.
Why-
Let me say on Anaribu. When you mentioning the amount of games, what are you trying to say?
He performed better in fewer games.
No,
so
but-
he had a better
no.
season for the games he played.
You could look at it that way. I could look at Yamal is fit, can play more games.
It wasn't about
The
Actually,
ability
I have
to play
another
more
angle.
games,
I have
the ability
another
to play
angle.
more games
No.
comes down to the player being available.
Saddam,
He never
Saddam,
played-
don't go that far. I have another angle. He may have played more games because his team progressed further than Mo Salah's team. Like for example, the Champions League, and maybe he didn't give an
He
assist
only played.
in one
He only
extra
played
game.
5. He only played 4 or 5 more games in the Champions League.
That's
The
quite a
only-
number.
The problem. There's a difference of 12 games.
More games
between them.
imetoka hapi.
Games zaidi zimetoka. Salah wetu achezangi Carling Cup, achezangi FA Cup. We got to the
So
Carling Cup
how is that
final.
Yamal's problem?
It's not a problem. It's because of his star level. We won't play. We won't get
That's a really dumb thing to not
Does
discuss
Messi
about.
play? Does Messi play? Did Messi? I watched Messi play during his heydays.
They're playing every game.
Messi never used to play Copa del Rey games at the start.
He used to play every game, bro. I'm sorry.
So
I feel like he used to play every game.
he never used to play Copa
I'm
del
not
Rey.
gonna lie,
90
I feel
minutes.
like- I feel like he used to play every game.
Bro,
Like,
I have never seen Messi benched. during Prime Messi.
I have. I saw the video. You don't
From the
remember
beginning?
You don't remember the video where he's
Bro,
coming back
he's
from
coming
injury?
in the 60th
No.
minute.
We're talking about
The
during,
most famous
Yeah.
clip, like everybody's just standing. What are you talking
during an
about?
injury. Wait. During an injury. Senor,
I've seen
I'm
Copa
talking about-
del Rey, they were never even in the squad.
I'm
All right,
talking
so-
about him being rested because
All right, so
for whatever
listen,
reason.
we're looking at things too granularly. I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out. So I'm gonna give one example, and then I'm gonna give my position on the Ballon d'Or. So I remember 2010, Inter Milan win every trophy possible. Diego Milito, Eto'o, Pandev, and Schneider were crucial, just as well as were Cambiaso, Zanetti being played off the left back and so on. Macon, Lucio and Samuel, right, the centre backs, and Julio Cesar, the keeper. The shouts were for Sneijder to win the Ballon d'Or. I think he was one of the highest nominated players, but I didn't understand why it was Sneijder.
Schneider, not
Sneijder.
no.
Schneider. All right, fair enough. I just read it how I see it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sneijder.
We don't judge. Yeah.
So Schneider, like, people were pushing him to be the nominee, the main runner up against these other guys. But I didn't understand why it wasn't Diego Milito, who had scored in every cup final. He was the top scorer of Serie A. And he scored, I think, throughout the knockout stages of the Champions League and the Coppa Italia and so on.
I know why. Let me tell you why.
Hold on.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking at the time. Right?
Okay.
Looking back at all the different Ballon d'Or winners over the last few seasons with Messi, Ronaldo, I figured out what it actually is, right? It's memorability, right? It's memorability, and then lesser priority is consistency, and then the numbers, and then eventually the team achievements, right? In fact, I'm a little bit torn between whether it's team achievements above stats or the other way around. So now, for example, my case for this season is Ousmane Dembele, but at the same time, I'm not negating what Salah did. I'm not negating what Rafinha or Lamine Yamal did. It's just that he put up stats, he put up big moments in big games where everybody was watching, and then they've actually won those trophies Pamoja, like especially the intercontinental trophies, like the. Okay, he didn't do anything Super Cup, to be fair.
He didn't do anything anyway.
He didn't do Super Cup.
Club World Cup.
Yeah, I don't consider that.
Didn't do anything there. Didn't do anything.
We don't
there.
care about that.
I'm sure that matters to this
Didn't,
guy, but
didn't
like,
do anything
right?
in the. Didn't do anything in the last couple of games in the Nations League and.
Yeah,
whatever,
but I'm talking about like in the Champions League campaign and then in the French league. That's where the bread and butter was for him, and I feel like that's what's gonna carry him. The thing is, why I don't think it's gonna be Salah is, when they needed him most, Champions League quarterfinal against PSG, he was out. Like he was out of the game. He was out of the game. Like he was locked up. Like he just wasn't in there.
Both legs.
It's wild how you can revisit such things, because the only reason PSG got to the whatever round of the
next
qualifiers
round,
at the start was in spite of Dembele. He had the worst first half of the season.
He did.
So
He did.
the reason why they won the trophy had nothing to do with him. The rest of the team got them there. Then
But
he
for example,
had a good half for the season.
But you can't say nothing to do with him, because you have to surely agree that, the goal that he scored at Anfield played a big part.
Look at it this way: you'd rather get someone who scores for you quarter semi-final than the first 3 games, because the first 3 games on the group doesn't really do much.
It gets you to that stage.
But clearly it wasn't enough.
It gets
does,
you.
though.
It
Clearly-
gets you
no,
there.
but wait, let me finish. He ghosted during the first half of the season,
Yeah.
Senor, but they were still there. So that means it wasn't necessary.
His
for him.
ghosting was this close, was one position away from getting them out
No,
of there.
but that is minor things that don't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're getting a bit
That's
too
too
microscopic.
Yeah.
It's
Zoom
with,
out, bro.
With Dembele, it's okay because he won the trophies and it's cool, yeah.
It's
It's cool, yeah.
it's
In the
understand-
trophy. If Salah won Champions League, we won't be talking about trophy. It's cool, yeah.
Nah, I mean, I've said it's cool because he won the trophies. It's well and good. He scored 21 goals. He had 9 assists. That's almost Salah's goal tally alone in the league. So it's not really about whatever he carried. It's not
But you see,
it's
Kiarie,
just-
the way you're campaigning, like it would make perfect sense if you're campaigning for like top scorer award, or top contributions award.
Because with Salah,
'Cause it's
anaongelea
always
tu bao
stats.
peke yake.
It's always
Bro,
stats.
it's not even about stats. Like Salah single-handedly won the hardest league in the world by himself.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So the hardest-
No, I don't
It's
think
not
so.
the
I don't
hardest.
think
He did it by himself.
Liverpool had the second best defense in the league.
We had the best
Gravenberch
attack only
was the
because
best
of one
midfielder.
person.
Yeah, Gravenberch
He-
was the only midfielder
When
you
I-
guys had, and he carried that.
Bro, when I
that
talk
midfield.
about Salah's stats, I'm talking about them in the league. When I say he had 29 goals and he had 18 assists, that's only in the league. That's more combined than Lamine and Dembele had in their league.
You're talking about
I get it,
numbers.
but listen,
Numbers
listen,
are not
listen.
obsessed
What-
about
you know
Nah,
why?
see
No,
numbers
Kiarie,
because-
I feel like you don't see the reason why we don't hold numbers as high as you do. But just juicy, right? If you're playing Champions League FPL, Mo Salah takes a free kick and it hits Andy Robertson on the calf and it goes in, you've gotten 6 points.
Salah was involved in
It's an assist.
Now just listen on this.
It counts,
He was
like-
involved in over 60% of our goals. Just as a team, over 60% of our goals were contributed about by one player. So take that away from us. We might not even make top 4.
That's a you kind of problem because you had Nunes and those weird people.
Yeah,
That's why.
so imagine, bro.
It's nothing.
Imagine me winning an Emmy with you.
No, listen to me.
Like he did. To be fair,
Bro,
That's a-
Nah,
that's
seriously.
a-
I think
That's a brother
that's
Peter.
tougher. That's tougher than.
Yeah, but,
Yo,
but,
can
but,
we
but
start
I
getting
don't think
cards
Salah is like
for the show?
really up there because Zuhum talked about memorability, but last year's Ballon d'Or, whose league campaign or do you remember more, Vini or Rodri?
yeah.
I think you'd remember Vini more
Yeah.
than
I'd say
Rodri,
Vini.
right?
Yeah.
But that did not come into play into this guy is actually choosing Vini.
On and off the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think
really
actually that
insecure.
off the pitch kind of stuff really came to bite him. But I'm looking at that criteria still. Lamine still has that off pitch
Yeah.
hula baloo and everything. But when you look at it, I don't think people talked about it for more than a week. About that
It
whole
wasn't as
story.
bad
like,
as like
it
it wasn't
actually
a
came
scandal,
through.
like-
It actually came, but how I believe maybe like the Spanish press or whoever now was in charge of like suppressing the story and making sure like this thing doesn't go off, they did a good job because no one spoke about it after that.
That's just the dwarf story. They're the
Yeah,
babes.
yeah,
There's
they're the
whatever.
babes.
No,
Yeah.
what's wrong? What's
You
wrong
know-
with having
no.
babes, man?
It's not about having babes. It's
like
whatever.
were you not 17 at once, Kiarie?
You know,
I was in 17,
Yeah, the babes.
hurling at a 32-year-old.
When
you weren't Lamine Yamal, bro.
Even if I was Yamal, bro. Messi was 17. I was watching Messi at
no,
17.
when Kiarie was 17, I don't believe you were talking about certain babes, being a certain breast size and everything
trust.
coming to your
Yeah.
party.
Finish your point. We move on to the next topic.
So I'm just saying, Lamine has good press, has good PR, and so do many Spanish players. So I ideally I would want Dembele to win, but in terms of how I see it going, I actually do see like
France Football
Yamal
Magazine knows what
getting
they're
that.
doing. It's either Dembele or Salah. And if we do push too much, Vitinha or Nuno Mendes. But this Yamal agenda, we can't be giving a 17-year-old a Ballon d'Or. In this world, we've seen better 17-year-olds. I've seen Rooney at 17 was better.
Cup.
Rooney at 17
Yo,
was...
speak closer to the mic.
Wongo.
There's no
No,
cap
as in
there.
people can't hear you.
Aye, sawa. Wongo.
Mbappe at 17 was better. He did more at a bigger stage. Carried the Monaco team to heights in the Champions League.
Wongo.
So it's not...
Put the numbers that you're talking about.
So someone's actually asking you, just to wrap up on
Yeah.
this. Someone's actually saying, okay, I can't find the comments. Oh yeah, Brinks says, Kiarie, tell us Salah's UEFA Champions League goal and assists compared to Dembele and Lamine.
He had 3 goals and 4
That's
assists.
embarrassing. Khalas. End of story. We cannot.
He had
3
3
goals.
3 goals and 4 assists.
What is 3 goals, man?
That's his
Three
last...
goals.
That's
3 goals in how many games?
Three-
15?
How many were penalties?
3 goals and 4 assists.
How many were penalties?
in 3 goals and 4 assists in 9 games or 10 games, which is,
How many were penalties?
bro, I don't know.
Come on, you know everything about Salah.
Bro, I know majority of Rafinha's goals. I know Rafinha's 11 goals and assists were against Brest, Benfica, and Young Boys.
Oh,
So the fact
you have
that
a
we can
problem-
actually, the fact that
you
we
have
can
a
actually
problem
sit
with
down-
Brest?
Yeah, I have a problem with scoring all your goals against Brest.
I feel like once you score with Brest, bro.
So
with
like-
Brest
I
is
feel like
okay,
That's
but
what I'm saying,
against Brest, you see.
All right, well, let's. Sydney Omori says, "Watch the damn game, man. Wachana na stats." Yikes. Moody. He says if Dembele doesn't win, then we know there's some sort of bias or rigging. Individually and trophy-wise, Dembele was clear of everyone else.
Except Salah.
Except Salah, I guess.
Yeah.
Mohamed Almi says Musa Dembele.
Legacy Ballon d'Or.
Imagine Musa Dembele winning Ballon d'Or in Tottenham, bro.
You see that pod
Crazy.
thing where every footballer who comes on to pods that day is like the hardest player played against was Musa Dembele.
Yeah.
Maybe they just decided to bring it back for one last time.
Hilarious, bro. Anyway, so let's move on to the next thing, which is obviously the big game between Liverpool-Everton.
Big game, sweet game.
I'm joking.
Yeah. Big
But
game, sweet
just
game.
finish up your thoughts on
That's a
Liverpool
quick one,
before
bro.
we-
There's nothing
yeah.
much. Yeah, it's regular stuff. 15
It
points.
is regular stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why people thought that there could be a chance.
Yeah, these guys just thought derby, bro. That's Merseyside
That's
is
the
red.
most one-sided derby I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
No, like the only time there is a chance is at Everton, and if it's on a Monday night.
Now we're kind
get?
of comfortable.
In
It's just-
December.
as a team, we're kind of comfortable, and we play according to our opposition. So that's the only thing I've seen this season. We show up according to the opposition, and when 2-0 up, then we just put our foot off the gas. But that's kawaida. We just have a bit too much firepower in the team. So we just have that feeling that we'll eventually win. Even if you do come back, we'll eventually win. But the team is buzzing, man. The team is all... We've not had a good performance yet this season except the Atletico game. But everything's just looking forward right now.
You thought that was the
Isaac
good
003? What do you think about it?
Yeah?
Isaac 003.
Isaac doesn't have 003.
Ayakona 00 what?
Isaac maybe 002.
Oh, big
0.
difference.
I have something to read out for
I'm
you.
not going to do any 0-0s as long as I'm winning. So if at the end of the season, just like whatever the statement that was put yesterday here, if Vitz and Isaac combine for 5 goals and 2 assists and we win the league
this is stupid.
and the Champions League, I have 0 issues. You won't come here and tell me, oh, you guys spent 120 million on a guy who... I don't give a shit. Give me the trophy. As long as we win trophies, you guys can keep... you can keep
I have a
whatever.
stat here for you. 9 out of 10 Premier League games this weekend had 5+ minutes added of second half added time.
So many minutes.
The only game which didn't was the game where Liverpool was struggling to hold on to versus Everton, where only 3 minutes were added.
Struggling to hold on.
Why are you guys being given the amount of minutes that you need for whatever objectives you have? Plus the yellow card.
So according to Zuhum, we were struggling
quick
to hold
free
on.
kick.
I think Everton had maybe...
The yellow card for the
I
quick
think
free
No,
kick.
just listen. I think Everton had 1 shot on target in 95 minutes.
That doesn't
One
mean
or two.
it doesn't mean you should
so-
not give them enough time.
You're gonna deduct 2 points.
Nah,
so you 2 minutes.
No, so you tell me, ideally, you've had 1 shot in 95 minutes. The argument now that comes in is if you added 2 extra minutes, that's where the shot that will have actually been a goal will have come in. It's just nonsense, bro. The only reason why the minutes were that few is because the substitutions were done together. We were playing a fast game. We weren't really keeping the ball out of play. You guys get 10 minutes because you keep the ball outside 24 minutes and a half.
I don't know.
So that's just
I
how it
didn't-
is.
I didn't mention Arsenal. You're
Yeah,
getting
that's what I'm
insecure.
saying.
You're getting insecure.
You've said majority of the
You're
team.
getting
so-
insecure. You're getting rattled.
Nah,
Don't do
Zoom,
this.
you watch Arsenal games. You watch
an
the
Arsenal
signboard.
fan.
Yeah, you watch the signboard go up. You see 8 minutes. Then you act shocked,
Like once.
not knowing you guys have
You
been
know
kicking
when
the-
that was? When we were at Anfield and you
You
guys
kicked-
were drawing with us. That's
You
when it was,
kicked
bro.
the ball out for the half.
For corners,
So
we're
it's
attacking
not-
you guys.
It takes you 2 minutes to take 1 corner. So why is your game not gonna have a lot of minutes added on?
To be fair, they're known for taking corners quickly.
This conspiracy against Liverpool. We
Do
don't
the
there's no-
Henri smile.
You guys want-
Hey, that's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad, bro.
Zoom, you've been pushing this for time. There's a whole PGML, whatever thing. Guys want to put it across for Liverpool bias, media bias.
No, I think it's there though.
We
So
all.
whom you been pushing it? Everybody knows it's there,
It's
bro.
not there. Like
It
if you
is.
guys actually just.
But I don't expect you to see it.
Nah,
though.
if you guys
Because
actually.
he's crazy, right?
Like, wait,
it's like when you're telling someone he's
I don't
crazy, but he
expect
doesn't
you
believe
like I can't sit here and say Kiarie will tell me we're being favored. I don't expect that.
See,
like
me-
you, whatever you're saying right now is expected. So
If
you
I-
don't have to say it.
If I was being favored, I'd have told you guys like, yeah, no wonder
No.
this happened.
Nah, you wouldn't.
We're the only club. We're the only club that has had a referee come out and clearly say, I hate these guys. I hate this manager. I wish they lose. And he's come out. He's been
No.
fired.
Yeah, but he didn't say, and all my friends also do. You get?
That's a professional referee who managed our games, who said the same thing.
Klopp was a piece of shit towards him.
There's nothing concrete you guys have other than theories about, bro, we've had goals chalked out. We've had Odegaard playing basketball at Anfield. And we've never had a problem with it. We know how to move on to things. You guys just don't know how to take stuff.
Like, as in the Brentford goal against Man City, Brentford goal, that equalizer, when in our first ever title race with Man City. Wasn't that chalked off? Like, people live in a bubble, but it's fine. You take as much added time you need in that bubble. Let's move on to Man City Arsenal, bro, where we got 7 minutes and we scored an equalizer. Fantastic points.
You see Zoom's
I think
I was here for the watch along. Bro, these guys are like, yo, we're only gonna get 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
I said 3.
They start arguing about the minutes they're getting. It's not even come up.
They're given 7.
We started arguing about it at 70th minute.
I'm like, I know, they'll give us 3. You just wait and see. They'll give us 3. You're already a victim. You don't even know what number of minutes are being added on.
I'm surprised that I wasn't abused again. Like, isn't that fine?
So you guys were also given whatever you needed.
Yeah. Well, you know what the game needed.
More than they needed.
So do you have the Liverpool refs this season?
No, we borrowed them. We'll give them back. Anyway,
I have a lot to say about those 7 minutes.
Arsenal, Man City. Where do I start, bro? Holy shit. Okay, so
Start with Arteta because I feel like that's where the
let's start with the
game was
lineups.
lost.
Let's start with the lineups. Merino. It's conservative. It is definitely. Let's shut up. It's definitely. Let's see what this game does, and then we'll react later or something. After being given the squad you've been given, because for the last 3 years, we've defended the manager like, yo, he still doesn't have all the right tools. He's been given the hammer, the drill, the screw, and the screwdrivers, everything he needs, bro. Like, fucking use them. You get what I mean? You're at Man City. I don't care at this point, to be honest. Like, I understand why people go like, oh, but we held Man City to like 32% possession. Yeah, but what were you saying to me when you entered? We're a trophy, right?
Yeah.
What is the trophy there? Like, who the fuck is gonna remember that? You initially told the media that you view Eze as a more central player, so you wouldn't want to sign him for the left wing, and then you have a gaping hole in midfield where you need to play a creative player within central midfield, and you choose to play a non-creative player in central midfield. And I just feel like if he continues this way, I just don't see the end of the road. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I see more darkness because he will be his own worst enemy. And the thing is, like, I get why he might come out of the interviews and say, I have my reasons, I think we dominated them, because he wouldn't want, for example, one possible reason would be like, I'm not going to come out and say as a manager that I made a mistake, I should have started Eze over Merino, because what does that do to Merino? Like, you're not going to be able to speak with that much transparency about these kind of things because it has so much possible effects onto the squad, onto him, onto his perception.
I disagree.
Hold on, let me finish. But at the same time, to come out and say that we dominated them is a bit red flaggish for me. And the thing is, it got double red flaggish for me because Martinelli, Rice, when they were doing their post-match interview, Rice said we dominated them. I'm like, bro, what did we dominate? We passed the ball around their box. What does Eric and Giroud say? Possession without penetration is masturbation, bro. Right? Like, that's literally what it was. I don't remember Donnarumma having to make crazy saves. I think the one we were arguing about was the Eze on the volley, and it went straight down his throat. And like, yes, there were some hairy moments with the corners, but there were no creative. No 1v1 shots. Like, there were no shots, dangerous shots on goal. There were no last ditch challenges in the box or something like that. Like, we didn't stress them, and we're at home, and this game felt like a bit of a bout, like, in WWE where you decide who's gonna take the championship fight. You have to go through a fight yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This was the fight for the 2 title contenders. And it felt like none of them wanted to lose the game. Both of them. Like Pep as well, obviously. Now, that's what I feel is the most frustrating thing for me. Because what you guys will say, what guys have been saying online, whether it's rival fans, pundits, former players, former coaches, and Arsenal fans themselves. Like, there's no defending that. Honestly, there really is no defending that. And a manager making 2 substitutions at halftime, that for me is, in and of itself, an admission that he got it wrong.
It's a my bad.
It's a my bad. You get? And this is not a time for my bads, bro. Like, you get, like, for me, it's not a matter of do or die this season, but the pressure is higher than it's ever been. You've been given everything, even your staunchest, supporters. I can't defend that. Thing is, Arsenal fans need to take a look at themselves very carefully, because if you look at the Arsenal fans that go and say, we held that City side to 32% possession. We've never seen Pep Guardiola do a back 5. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's a nice tip of the hat respect. In a similar way, like, Slot showed us some respect as well at Anfield, but nobody's gonna give you a trophy. No, you're not gonna be written in history for that. It's almost as if it's like of a similar theme to Arsenal fans constantly singing everywhere they go. They start singing about, oh, what do you think of Tottenham? Shit. What do you think of shit? Tottenham. It's like, don't you want more? Don't you want more than to just be better than Tottenham? Don't you want more than to just be validated by rival fans or rival managers or whatever and pundits? Don't you want more than what you're getting right now, which is actual trophies? I saw this stat, 188 games or something. Arteta has 1 fewer win or 2 fewer wins than Pep Guardiola. Fewer losses than Pep Guardiola, but I think maybe more draws. Not that many goals scored compared to like Guardiola, but certainly not that few or less, And like, how many trophies? Pep Guardiola 4. Arteta 0. It's like,
I believe it was 6.
6. Oh, because they're including other things, huh? Okay.
6 major trophies.
6 major trophies. It wasn't Premier League alone. Okay, so 6 major trophies. What is this all gonna be for if the final thing that holds us back, the rope at the gate that the dog won't get past because he's been trained not to get past it, if that's the thing that holds us back is Arteta's cautiousness.
Fear.
No. I think it's insecurity.
No, but fear is synonymous to cautiousness. Like, you're cautious because you know what you might get, because you're fearful of what could happen. It's cautious.
Fear drives you to make decisions that aren't logical. Caution makes you make decisions that are good for you.
Makes sense.
Fair.
Also, I think his first title charge, there was so much
attack,
security in terms of him being secure with himself. You guys are playing far much better. You have so much better players now on paper, but you're playing worse. It's one of those whereby your first title push, where you are top of the table for 247 nights, you were scoring so many goals, you were creating so many chances, your front three was firing, right? But right now I see a manager who wants stiffness, like someone like Eze. I think it was the game before last weekend.
Oh, Nottingham.
The one where he was like, Eze is trying to go in the middle. He is shouting at him to stay in the touchline.
Like he was also telling him to go inside at the right moment.
But the thing is, like, Eze, like, you've watched this player, you've scouted him, right? We've all watched Eze play. We know what he does. All of a sudden, you're giving him instructions to play on the touchline. That's him not trying to get the best out of the things that he's already getting, right? The other one, yes, Moreno, we kind of expected it.
I expected it.
We expected it.
I expected
because
it,
we know the type of manager you have.
So do
like
I.
Now,
I expected it.
So now this is who he is. We're not we're not, unless he evolves, right? Because he's evolved.
What did I say? Sorry, just to say, what did I tell you guys if we're going to need to win the league this season, during the preseason shows, Arteta also has to show some level of evolution. And this is what we're talking about now. Are you going to not just take the handbrake off, bro? Like, fucking step on it as well. Not take just the handbrake
Zoom,
off.
you guys have been selling us a concept for the last 2 seasons. You have the best defenders. So you have the best individual. No, like as
a collective.
As their talent. No, as a talent, you tell me Saliba is a top 5 defender. You tell me Gabriel is a top 5 defender. You tell me Timber is the best right back. You tell me Calafiori is this type of left back. Easy. Individually. So are they individually good? Do you guys believe they're individually good?
Yeah.
So you believe that. So your manager doesn't believe they're individually good.
That's
because
another question.
as a defender,
that's another question.
If you have a top 5 defender in the world, Van Dijk gets left alone on islands regularly. Konate gets left alone on islands regularly. If you have a defender that high, you let him do his job. I won't put 3 CDMs in front of people I consider probably the best in their positions to protect them some more.
With the best keeper.
Yeah, you tell me the keeper is world class.
That's a good
all the way
question.
going
That's what
forward.
I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, they are the best defenders, right? They are. Like, statistically, they are. Gabriel and Saliba are right behind Van Dijk, if not at the level, right? And yes, Haaland, we appreciate, like, let's admit, Haaland is the best striker in the world, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
So there's always the chance that exact scenario can happen, where Gabriel makes a mistake and Saliba needs to bail him out, but he doesn't. His body shape was all wrong. We talked about it on the live. But regardless, we needed more of that Liverpool mentality. All right, you might score 1, but we'll score 3, we'll score 4, we'll score 2. Whatever it is, we'll outscore you and we'll be fine. Thing is, like, we didn't need Merino to stop that counterattack. We just needed Gabriel not to step up too far, too aggressively, and Saliba to, not look like he's just come back off injury. Like, he's had games where he's come back from injury and, made the right decisions. And every kind of defender makes this kind of mistake, like, at some points. But still, it's not about that. It's about, like, bro, the stadium was flat. We were flat here. Like, we didn't sense. You've seen the Emirates rocking.
Yeah.
We played you guys there when we beat you guys 3-2, 3-1 the season before last.
That was when you guys were actually going out to win.
We were
You guys
chasing
were
the game.
top.
Yeah,
We were on top of stuff.
you guys were trying to win, and that no longer, that one City loss messed up his whole idea of whatever you guys will do in future, and he's never looked back. Like, it's in terms you as a manager, as an elite manager, you should never be scared of getting embarrassed. Like, that's part of football. It's not.
I hear you,
Ferguson went to Etihad. No, they came to OT.
Old Trafford.
And they
6.
They got 6. City have gone around. City have been beaten by some of the nasty teams. Spurs, Madrid, Chelsea have been beaten. Arsenal, when they were playing good football, were being beaten. Liverpool has gone and gotten 7 from these guys. You guys have that fear where we'll always concede the least. We'll rather keep the game at 0-0, wait for a mistake, and not chase after a win. Mm-hmm. And if that's your manager's character, it won't change, because it's as simple as, bro, you can't all of a sudden be brave next season. Simeone tried it. If that's how you play football, that's how you play football.
You play like that with okay players, not world-class players.
So I don't want to be as defining. You're saying it in a defining way. I don't want to say that, because I could go through, back like so many different games where he has gone for them, even in big games, Salah. But I don't want to go down that road. What I do want to talk about is, if Arsenal is to win anything, forget the Premier League champion, anything, he's going to have to trust the squad that he built. He built this squad. He's been asking for this squad. Arsenal fans have been asking for it, for him, Use it. If you don't, you won't go far. Now, I did use the first part of this to put the blame on Arteta. But I also want to highlight blame on the players as well. Because Calafiori, Merino, Rice, Zubimendi, that's the midfield, by the way. That's the whole midfield. Timber, obviously Saliba, Madueke, and Trossard. Like, they had in my opinion, subpar games.
You left out the cardio guy for no reason.
Like
You
I
never
feel
even touched the ball.
Gyökeres, I feel for him. Gyökeres got no service. 'Cause, like you have to take a stance and maintain consistency.
Yeah.
Does he have 3 defensive midfielders behind him, or he's?
I mean,
running
I'm
around?
all for bro. He'll
Like,
by the end of
no,
the
just
season,
choose one road.
by the end of the season, he's gonna be the fittest player in the Prem.
So fair enough.
Bare cardio, bro. Kill a week.
Ironically, he looks bigger.
Yes.
But you know, the thing is, with Arteta, I've been watching Arsenal's football all through different transfer windows when you've got different players in. And one thing that is glaring is that how you play or you approach certain players or how you fit them into the team, it doesn't change through the years. Like it's almost like the same kind of football. With Gyökeres, you know this is a striker who needs service. You have to play the game to his strengths.
And then he closes the tap. Like
And there's nothing like that happening, right? So
And
even
then start him, even bench him then.
yeah, even come
midfielder.
put
come in-
Trossard false nine,
Yeah.
you know, or Martinelli.
if you're
Pull
not
them
going to
back
play
up.
to his strengths. So now with Arteta, of course, now this season, I think most Arsenal fans were looking now to say, okay, we got a striker, we got a left winger. That's all we needed to win the league. After the first game, Zuhum here said we need Liverpool's referees, PJ Morel, to go the distance. Now
I still maintain that.
it's
We
the
need
manager
7 minutes.
who's not good enough to take us to that next level.
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa,
it's coming.
whoa,
It's coming.
whoa.
It's coming.
I can sense it
When
as
did
well.
I ever
coming.
say
No,
those
I'm
words?
I'm saying
Oh, you're making a prediction,
I'm
sorry.
saying from what we've seen, from what you've said, that what was it, a 10-minute monologue that you started with? What I picked from that was Arteta, in whatever he's doing for this team at this point in time, is not good enough. Now, this is not the last time we will talk about that.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Oh,
This is not the last time we'll talk about it.
You guys aren't warning him. You guys are really being unfair on this guy. Because it's been how many years we've done this show?
What, 3?
Oh yes.
No, it's been
It's
4
been
years.
5. We're getting on
We're
5.
getting on 5 years, and I never once called for that manager to go.
Huh?
Like I never once called for Arteta to be sacked. Never once did I do
He
that.
didn't say sacked.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Okay, fair enough. Let me rephrase it.
actually.
then. Let me rephrase it.
Okay.
I never once suggested that he's not good enough,
Okay.
and
But
that's not gonna happen.
You've said he is under pressure right now.
He should be.
He should be, and that's what we're saying. He is under pressure. We've been saying he's been under pressure from last season, right? But you have really defended him and everything.
Zoom, you've talked from both sides of your mouth, because what do you mean the aspect of
Wait, what do you mean both sides of the mouth?
right, wrong?
Jamana Chana.
Nah, that's ideal.
From one side.
Yeah.
Oh, never heard of that. You
Nah.
must have picked it up in Liverpool.
Like it's on the same side where you're like, yeah, if he doesn't evolve, then he won't go far, which will mean he won't be good enough, and the evolution needs to happen this season. So if the evolution doesn't happen this season, he
Yeah.
won't be good enough this same season.
No,
So
let's
when
give
you
more
do
context. Let's give more context because
Aye.
I've seen Arteta evolve. So I've seen him go through different stages. So we've seen him take the team that he found and decide what this team is not good enough to do what I need them to do now. Let's do what they can do now.
Spend $1 billion,
Play the
huh?
back five, right? Play the back five, play out the back with the back five and score goals, win an FA Cup. Then he tries to transform it in 4-2-3-1. Doesn't work out. Eventually settles into a 4-3-3 that starts working with Granit Xhaka at left CM. Then moves on to something else because we were very attacking but leaky defensively, right? We become much more solid defensively, but we lose some of the attacking verve. Then we get a bit of both. And now we're going back to a bit of defensive. We're going back towards the defensive end of the spectrum. Thing is, how I would defend him now. What did I say? I said it's almost impossible to defend Arteta right now as a staunch supporter of his. But I've seen him evolve when, for example, just very easy example. Last season, Saka goes out. Sorry, not Saka. Odegaard goes out. Saka is the only creative outlet for us. What does he do in the group phase of the Champions League? He transforms us into a 4-4-2 with Kai Havertz and Trossard pairing. And we get results. We win games convincingly as well. I've seen him then go back to his model. So I've seen it. But the thing is, what I will give him grace for is the fact that he has 8 new players to embed. He has a new creative player to embed, a new winger, a new striker. He has to gel these guys as quickly as possible, and he had to gel those players within the context of United away, Leeds, and then Liverpool away, and then who do you play after? Nottingham Forest, and then City at home, and then soon after Newcastle away.
How many players did you lose?
We lost quite a few.
How many?
Zinchenko.
Starter. Just give me any starter you lost except Partey.
Just Partey then.
Yeah. So the team he's evolved with for the last 3 years has remained the same. He's just adding to it.
And Partey was Zubimendi.
Yeah,
So
Partey
so
was
Mendy
Zubimendi.
is the only person who is supposed to be evolving, embedded into this first 11.
No, I'd go as far as to say like Calafiori. This is like a new signing.
Huh?
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck.
No.
Okay,
he was injury-prone
something
this whole
something
time.
else. When you're talking about Grace, where was the Grace when talking about Maresca?
I'm sorry, bro, but you found like a super team that won the
No.
Club World Cup, man. Like, what are we talking
No,
about?
no, no.
Half the lineup's new.
Half the more than they have way more
But
new
who have they
signings.
These
played?
guys
Up
have
until
lost more-
United.
We've lost
Up and-
starters.
more starters this season
Up until
compared to
United,
you guys.
who have they played? Walk me through the team that they played. Who have you guys played?
Wait, are we
In the
talking
Premier
about? Are
League.
we talking about players who come into the
No,
team? so that
which opposition teams in the Premier League and the Champions League, apart from Bayern? Forget Champions League.
Oh,
now.
so you're
Let's
just
talk
moving,
about-
just moving big
Because we played Atletico Bilbao.
Bruh.
So forget Bayern, forget United.
Forget
Yeah,
Bayern. Let's
just
talk.
look for-
No, United is crazy. You can't say Bayern and United in the same way.
Nah, it's the same thing. Like this is.
Who have you guys played that you would consider at the level of Liverpool away, United away? I mean, obviously you've seen United away just now, and now City at home.
so this
Who have
this
you guys played?
so these players now coming into this team that Mikel Arteta supposedly is evolving into. Now these players who are world class, who are quality,
Who
who
said
you
they're
guys
world-class?
called for
Who
to
said
get
they're
into the
world-class?
team. Okay,
Why
let's
do you keep
remove
putting
world
You
words
class.
in
guys
my
did. You
mouth,
guys
bro?
did say
Let's
they're
remove
world class.
world
Everyone
class.
said
Who?
Gyökeres. Now Arsenal fans.
Let's
you know,
remove world
yeah.
class. Let's just say the quality you needed
The quality
to
we
get
needed, yeah.
to get into the team,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So, are we saying now that we should now give them time to get into the team?
To gel, yes, absolutely.
Why does Eze need to gel? He's Premier League proven. He doesn't need to gel.
What is gelling?
Okay,
Kushikana not doing it.
Adapting, like
that's
but
adapting to
Eze
other
plays
players.
with half that team in the England
I
team,
think- I think-
particularly where he's playing. He
For
plays
example,
with Rice,
yeah.
I
he plays
maintain
with
the same
Madueke, he plays with
stance. I
Saka.
maintain the same stance about City and Liverpool. We still don't know what Liverpool are until we get to like game week 10. We still don't know what City are until we get to game week 10. Why? Because they've added crucial parts to their team. They've added a new striker. They've added a new number 10. They've added a new winger. Like, okay, not a new winger. Ekitike doesn't count as a winger. He's another striker as well. Like, you've added crucial parts to your attack. Are you guys going to attack the same way? City, same thing. Are we going to get the same supply that Man City, Haaland is used to? I'm so, like, it just makes sense. Who have you guys added as starters?
Joao Pedro for starters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolute quality.
One.
Yeah.
All right. So he doesn't need to gel because he's Premier League proven.
He doesn't need to take that much time.
Okay,
to
we
be the
need to
kind
move
of
on.
let's
We
be
need to
consistent.
move on. We need to move on.
But you know that's valid because Joao Pedro hasn't had to need time. He scored 3 goals in his first 2 games.
Yeah.
Won
And so has Gyökeres.
won them a trophy.
Oh, here we go. You
Okay.
don't consider a joke, but no, no.
What do you mean, Baki Collins?
Yeah, actually, it's just the Collins left. All right, fair enough. But let me read out some comments. Oh wait, I haven't even turned on the phone, bruv. I got carried away, man. All right. So anyway, can someone read comments, please? As I get this done.
I'll do that.
I can't believe this guy just put words in
guy-
my mouth, bro. This
Just
guy
like-
just said, you just said Arteta is not good enough.
We're like an hour away
Yeah.
from the second Liverpool player getting a Ballon d'Or
It's not
in
happening.
our
bro.
history.
Let me go through the chat.
You know, the first one is
You
Michael
guys have
Owen.
never had a player with a Ballon d'Or.
You know how he
Okay,
got
both-
Michael?
both of your
Like, you know
teams.
how
Yeah,
many?
both our teams. You guys have never had a player with a Ballon d'Or, have you?
You know
He
how?
came so close with
Oh.
Lampard. No, actually, two people.
Chelsea
Who
Bende.
won
Chelsea
the
Bende is
Ballon
talking to
d'Or?
Zoom.
No one.
So
Oh,
Chelsea.
I both their
we
teams.
came close.
Okay, let me read the comments. Chelsea anasema grace for Arteta and Arsenal but not for Chelsea and Maresca. Hypocrisy. Jeremiah anasema stop with the agenda of Arteta out. He got it wrong and he made his subs immediately after halftime. We just had a very strong fixture to start the league. Also, we have a new sheriff in the middle of the park who is still adapting in the squad. Losing Partey was a big blow. Charles Kibenda anasema 1 billion spent and Zuhum is still making excuses for Arteta. Parmenas Masharia, Arsenal fans hyping Madueke after Nottingham Forest and now he's back to his level. Jana he was so mid.
Yeah, he's injured.
But then again, they're saying it's a knee.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Might be something serious. But they said
then again,
it's not an ACL. It's not an ACL. He'll be back.
But that's Madueke's arc. I've seen this script so many times at Chelsea. So nothing.
Talk to me about Gittins' arc.
Guys, prepare your phones. We're about to go.
Talk to me about Gittins' arc, bro.
He knows more about arcs from Chelsea players to Arsenal, bro. You guys have...
Gittins just came, bro.
You guys have sufficient all of them.
Gittins cost more than Madueke.
Chelsea.
What have you not learned from this pod over the years, Zoom? Don't make fun of Chelsea players. They'll be your players soon, you know.
Whether you don't shit talking.
Yeah, Gittins might be there. They're left in 2 years.
Might be replacing Martinelli next season.
Yo, the phone lines are open 0704 188 155 882 is the number 0704. Huh? It's on the screen. It's on the screen, guys. Producer says it's on the screen. 0704 188 155 882. Sorry. Don't randomly call random people. Are you gonna read out more comments?
Naim anasema, when did Zuhum become an imam? My bro is preaching. What do you mean? Shut up.
For River Glazy.
He's glazing from a million miles away. What the heck?
I love it. I rate it, bro.
Martin Kidongo anasema Arteta out as soon as possible. Arsenal isn't winning anything with him as a manager. Joseph Mwangi, Arteta and Pep's system aren't torn apart with the same surgical precision that Amorim's in. In the end, these matches aren't decided by the setup itself, but by the error of individual brilliance.
How did Amorim get in there? There's Amorim there.
Let's pick up Tevin. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Tevin, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Chelsea fan, Kevin from Eldoret.
Oh, nice. Okay. Talk to us.
I wanted to chime in on maybe 2 or 3 things if you guys will indulge me.
All right, you'll do one. Sorry, you'll do one. Maybe 2. Just start though. Just talk. Carry on.
Okay. I think the most important one is Arsenal fans are the gayest bunch of people on earth. No disrespect.
Do all 3, bro.
Please make it 4.
I think the reason Zoom is saying Cucurella has no aura is because the nigga doesn't gel his hair like Calaferi or something like that. Because that is literally something I've seen people talking about on the internet. Arsenal fans gassing up men for gelling their hair.
There's an Arsenal fan I know who said Italian stallion.
I saw. There was a video of a guy going in Emirates asking fans who's the most attractive football player that we have.
Listen. If you want to call, the number is 0704. Tevin, carry on. Since you care so much about people's sexualities.
Yeah. So about the game, I think the most disappointing thing about that game is not that we lost. It's not even that there was some nigga who got red in the 4th minute. It's how Maresca reacted, because it felt more like how Arteta would have reacted.
You're setting me up. You're setting me up. Yo, we can't hear you. Wait, you're gonna need to stop your boda man. Why don't we call you later, man? So, try again. Ukismamisha boda.
Look, this guy. Look,
mshukishe mteja, bro.
Sure.
Mshukishe mteja alafu nipigie. All right, carry on.
Look, this guy. Okay, it's the 4th minute. This team is suffering. Literally, they lost to Grimsby, bro. Why are you treating them like it's Bayern Munich? So,
That's fair.
and
Panicked.
that's definitely that's an Arteta move.
All right, chill out.
'Cause
Man. Just focus on your
if you
team.
put so I think for me that was one of the things that I was most disappointed about. And the subs, I understand the tossing sub. Don't understand taking off
Neto.
the winger, yeah, Nato. I don't understand because he was literally our only counter-attacking option. So you leave Joao Pedro in an island of just 3 defenders to do nothing the whole game. Didn't make sense.
But he's a Club World Cup champion. Anyway, I want to ask you a
Yeah.
really good question.
Literally, he is. I don't understand why you keep saying that as if it's something that
That's
didn't
what I
happen.
say it because he literally is. I'm just repeating the fact. Listen,
Yes,
Tevin,
win a trophy. Win a trophy and then we can talk about it.
go spin your trophy. Go spin it.
So unakaa-
One last thing.
unakaa $100.
Excuse me, Tevin.
One last thing about
Wait.
the project.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
It's
Saddam posed a good question
This-
while we
this
were
is- I
grilling.
think if I'm gonna make a point, if I'm gonna make any
Alright, carry on,
important point
fine.
on this call, it's this one. So indulge me. I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys. So 3 guys are walking into a club. They see a really, really, really pretty girl. The married men can stay out of this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Talk to me.
So we walk into a club and you see a really fine girl, and on her table she's drinking something really, really expensive. And I on this table of these 3 guys, one of them, the dad is a politician, has not literally, this guy is the worst of the worst, has just been living, is a caption baby, basically. And then the second guy is a working man. Actually, he has a company, he's made something of himself. And then the third guy is a scammer. And this scammer has bare money, just like the first guy. All these people have money. Who do you think of this situation made something of themselves in this situation to get that girl?
The scammer? Is Chelsea the scammer?
And that is Chelsea.
Ah,
That for you is Chelsea.
Yeah, I was kind of worried there, bro. I was like, this is so much detail. I feel like this is a real life
No.
experience.
That is Chelsea because I don't have the long history of Manchester United that even if they are literally a spoiled trust fund baby, even if they're literally playing the worst football, they'll still make money. I don't have rich parents like okay, now I have rich parents, but I don't have rich parents like City. I don't have the way how I compete is by buying cheap and flipping them.
who's a
Buying
politician? Which club is a politician?
Kiarie.
cheap, probably City.
Definitely Arsenal, bro.
Because
We lie to our people.
they're always explaining something.
So
Yo,
in
Tevin.
this case, I am flipping the garbage, like what I sent Arsenal, my friend. Yeah, my Drake is gonna before he gets into the D, you'll think he's Cristiano. Ronaldo.
Wait. Hizi ni points zingine, bro. Hey, bro. You know what? We'll send you a mic in Eldoret. So,
Yeah, thank you,
all right,
bro.
you can just gurumisha gari yako uende, bro. So, thank you, man. Thanks for calling.
Thank you for calling, bro.
That was dreadful. All right. Thanks so much for joining. We're taking one more call.
Yeah. That's 1 or 2.
One more call. 2 more calls. All right, fine. 07 0. Who's this? I can't tell. I don't know.
Kuna Trukola hapo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Niliwaambia kitambo, it's a risky time for me.
Charles
That's actually hilarious. But yeah, no, your fans are insane.
The logic was crazy. Had us listening for so long.
We're lost.
Oh wait, so the earlier comment with Kizungu Mob,
Right.
so the guy may dumb it down for us. Kizungi Mwashinda. What I meant is Pep and Arteta, a tactical acumen is most. I mean, delete comment. Wait, copy.
Yo, I hung up.
I was reading it.
Hold on. I'm getting another. All right, let's pick up this call. Hello.
Hello. My name is Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
I'm a Liverpool supporter.
Let's go.
So I wanted to
Good
chime in on VAR.
Chime in on Verts.
Little observers? Okay.
Yeah, VARs. I actually think he just needs more time to adapt to the league.
Yeah.
Because if you look at his link-up play with Ekitike, especially during the Burnley game in the second half, just give him more time, and I guarantee you he's so creative, especially in those tight spaces.
Daniel.
So especially with teams that play like a low block, if they could just manage to play Szoboszlai, Vats, and Gravenberch, I'm very sure will produce. Okay, in the long run, I'm very sure it will produce a lot of goals.
Daniel, you essentially said he didn't even shine against Burnley, but he showed signs against Burnley.
Yeah.
For 115 million pounds.
No, that's what I was saying. It's a new league. He needs more time. It's all about adaptability.
So why does he need more time? But then Kiarie says, my boy from Portugal is doing cardio, when actually the highest sprinter is the one who's making the most off the ball runs, is your boy for 115 million. So who's the one doing more cardio?
He's still a kid. He's 22, a new league, a new challenge, and exactly what you said. Then
Buy an old man and tell him to get time.
Yeah, like the price tag. The price tag is also an added pressure, because I guarantee you, in the next 5 more games, just give him some more time, and we're facing this low blocks team. I guarantee you, in those tight spaces, you'll see the end product.
So you're saying whatever he's playing against right now is not tight enough.
We've played. Daniel, you're actually right on this fact. We've played the most haram teams in the league.
Isn't that the whole point?
Like the most, and we've won all of them. So, and he's
exactly.
he's not really played well because that's that type of ball. But when we do actually now face teams that are a bit more open,
but he wants tight.
This guy can only bang with the ones that he pays for.
Liverpool fans need to be consistent.
I don't know if you want. Did you see him against Atletico?
Yeah, exactly.
He needs to play against quality.
Actually, wait, he played.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see him.
Exactly, bro. You see how you missed out on this game.
Let us not do the whole thing for revisionism, where some manager says, when you see Verts, you see the whole game. Like, let's not do that bullshit, right? Like this hipster kind of mentality.
Ian kwa comment anakuambia, someone should remind you that Ekitike also came from Bundesliga and hakuataka any time.
And
so explain to us. And he costs less and he's taller.
But then just give him some more time. My main argument is, even if you look at his past highlights, this whole supplying the ball, and he's not exactly used to those refined spaces that we have experienced the past few games. But he's also showing that the end product is there. It's just how do I explain this? The confidence is missing, but with time that will build up, and eventually he's going to start scoring. So these 007, I guarantee you, Shesko will reach a 007 faster than him.
You're doing something we call deflecting. We're talking about Lil Uzi Vats.
You're deflecting.
Yeah, but I'm still on that. All I'm saying that I think he needs more time to build up.
Yeah, we get it. You've said it 17 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all
fair
about
enough.
time.
But
and
to be fair to him, he almost got an assist. Mo Salah just hit the post. Who was that against?
Exactly.
It is Atletico, yeah.
Okay.
So the Atletico game is the one that hit the post, and that's the closest you've got from him.
He balled, bro.
Even against Everton, he was indecisive in making the final shot, and it got blocked.
So if he's indecisive, why did he cost 115 million?
That's the point. He's still a kid. We have to give him more time. That's all
my
I'm saying.
days! This guy's annoying. Sal, thank you for calling.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much, bro.
Okay, thank you. Love the show.
Thanks. Appreciate it. We cut that off. That's awkward. I will admit though, I will admit, I like the player. I'm not gonna lie. I actually like the player. I wouldn't spend that much money on him. Fine. I feel like you guys went and paid that much because you weren't allowed to spend. It's like your father gave you Salah for the first time or something, and then he's like, "Yalla, go, have fun with it." You just go crazy, right? Went and overspent on Florian Wirtz, but I think there's a player there.
Was he not a
just
top
think people
10? Was he not a top 10 Ballon d'Or player last year?
I think he's right now. He's still
Still in the top 10.
We'll take one more call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling into the show.
Yes. Mambo.
Poa sana.
What's your name, bro?
Ian.
What team do you support?
United.
United. Karibu, bro.
So I'm just going to talk about 2 games, United Chelsea and Arsenal City. So from the United game, I think one of the things I noticed is I'm now totally convinced that Amorim's system is not the problem. The players are the issue. And it was very clear from how we started the game and how we ended it after we got the red
Cook, bro. Cook.
I knew you'd say that.
Cook.
After we got the red card, we kind of collapsed now that we're evenly matched. And I feel like that's the story with Amorim's players. Like, I feel like it will take time to get them to that mental edge where they feel like they can go against anyone. But I think that game totally convinced me that the system can work with the right players and with the right mentality.
Those 3 minutes are really that good.
The way we opened was actually how we have opened every game. It's just that somehow after that period of intensity, we kind of slack off in every game.
Sure.
But again, I feel like it's been a decent start. We have lost to teams that we are ideally supposed to be losing against at this point in our status. We have gotten a draw against Fulham, which is a decent team. We have beaten the team we are supposed to beat. The teams we are supposed to beat, because Chelsea is...
Yeah.
And but I guess we'll judge that with the Brentford game because I will judge the progress with the Brentford game because Brentford is sort of
Fulham
like
is a
voodoo
decent
club.
draw.
Fulham,
You lost to the teams you're meant to lose to.
So do you think you actually now get your 2 games 2 games in a row win from Amorim now? The Brentford game.
Okay, Brentford is sort of like a voodoo club for us. For whatever reason, we can't seem to beat Brentford away. But if we actually beat them, I'm convinced we can.
Have faith.
Win.
Have faith. Their manager is former Kitman.
So what do you think about the other game? Which one? The City Arsenal.
Okay, so before I get to that, I wanted to answer to the person who said they've spent £3 billion and they can't compete, which is just a very lazy excuse because it's their fault they were signing every Tom, Dick, and Harry who is available.
I wonder who that is.
But we competed and we have 2 trophies. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, but you couldn't beat the worst United side in history. Anyway, that's beside the point. Anyway, Arsenal City. I think Arteta or Arsenal should just hire Zuhum as their PR person because the way you're defending these people with your life.
You might understand this is loyalty, bro. Kiarie laughs and Shapiro, like they're laughing. I can see why they're laughing. They don't understand what that means.
Yeah, you in this podcast, direct phone call to you, unataka kazi, because the way you're treating this guy. So I think he started the game. Merino was the first choice because I felt like that was a game that Eze should have started. Considering City have not really been great. Yeah, they beat United, but it was a lot of United errors and all that. But I feel like Arteta has not evolved. Mepatiwa, everyone you guys wanted. You have the best striker. You have the striker you wanted. You have the midfield you wanted. Everyone you wanted is there. But somehow you can't. He can't seem to get over this fear of actually going to teams with the intention of winning. We even saw that Juicy too against Liverpool where they lost.
That's Anfield away though. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost to a banger free kick. Tell Soposlai to hit that thing again. I'll give him £10,000.
But
Hey,
okay, at
it's-
the end of the day, you
what's
still lost.
international break?
So, but this thing you're saying that players need to gel is also BS. Because
You can say bullshit, by the way.
Okay, it's bullshit.
You can say bullshit, as in like just continue speaking.
This narrative that players need 2 seasons to settle Lama to gel or whatever, it's honestly nonsense because Gyökeres scored like a freakish number of goals last season. This is a person you signed to come start scoring immediately, similar to what Haaland came to do at City when he was signed from Dortmund. Zubimendi is straight in the middle of the pack to replace Partey. This is one of probably the best players in the league at Crystal Palace. This is someone who doesn't need time to come fit at Arsenal or whatever.
Would you say he's better than Wirtz?
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Yeah. Noni came sort of like a backup to Saka, but he's actually been kind of impressive given his level. No one expected him to perform like that.
You
But
clearly didn't watch Chelsea's games last season.
He's talking about this season.
when he banged the
Go back to
hat-trick
next
against
season
Wolves,
very
I
soft.
saw when he banged the hat-trick against Wolves after talking shit about their city.
Yeah.
So
And he
there's
scored
a
one
player
more
there.
goal.
Anyway,
player.
you were cooking, bro. You were cooking. Carry on.
Yeah, and then I also think this Arsenal conundrum is also something to do with their fans because Arsenal fans are mentally weak as their coach. They were celebrating Pep finally parking the bus instead of winning. And last season, I remember there was a whole, City are celebrating a draw against us, but you literally did the same thing against them. So I think your entire club is just weak mentally. That's it.
Facts.
Love the show.
That's actually facts, bro. You said you're a United fan, like in Seo.
Yeah.
I think it's also weak mentally if you think you'll take a draw to Fulham.
Fulham is a decent team.
Different.
You would know last
I think
season.
it's also weak mentally to say.
For the last couple of
I think it's also weak mentally that you look at Brentford and panic.
At least I'm not delusional like Arsenal fans. I know my level. You guys.
Oh, you
think
know
you're
your
up
weakness.
there.
Unaribu.
So wait, is your level Grimsby?
Grimsby was a fluke.
Okay. Sasa. All right, well, thank you so much for calling, though. We really appreciate it.
Nah, bro. Particularly thanks for bringing that up before you close this up. See those 4 minutes Martinelli spent celebrating his goal, like in the 7 added minutes, yeah, when he ran to the corner, and then this guy's even community noted ESPN at Zubimendi went to get the ball. Atanza game peke yake. Timu yote iko kwa corner flag. Atanza game peke yake.
Wewe wasema hiyo, mimi nasema Mosquera anaingizwa kwa nini?
There's that.
Mosquera anaingizwa kwa nini?
Man, they're still chasing the win. 2 minutes left.
He's going to
Mosquera
push
ndani.
Saliba out of the team or what? Like,
Ingiza
what is he-
Mosquera ndani. It's like
Pissed me off, man. We do have one more call, but it is time to wrap up the show. Unfortunately, we did, to be fair, take up more time than we should have because you guys attacked my club. Oh, sorry, it's in a ring kwaku, so it's bothering you, nobody else. Oh, really? All right, fine. How about I just disconnect?
PSG wanachapwa. Kuna
Sorry, buddy.
Kuna
Like, we're just not
vile
gonna pick up
nashinda.
this call next week, though, for sure. Sorry, what?
1-0. Lazima PSG wanachapwa sahi. So
Yeah.
there's no way you're giving Dembele that Ballon d'Or. Yeah, see, just your team is losing now. It's not.
All right, guys. I think we can wrap up the show there.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you, Shapiro, for coming through. Kiarie, consistent as always. In like 2 days time period,
I'm back,
I'll take
man.
it.
Back to back.
Thanks to the production team as well for a good show, and thanks to all of you guys for tuning in, for all the comments and the engagements. You guys are a big part of the show, and also obviously for the phone calls. Don't forget to like, because the more you like it, the more we get put in front of other people's faces. And we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Peace.